Everyone, welcome to our 4ME's IPL Season 2 250 prize pool at stake. So this is your caster for the day, JLo, and I've also got Fury along with me, but Fury will be joining us in a while. So meanwhile, I will be bothering you for the time being. Now, we will be kicking things off from Erangel. Obviously, we have a couple of teams that will be heading all the way from the northern side. We can see a couple of teams that might be heading towards Kamishki, most possibly all the way to Yasnaya, as well as in Milta Pavel, Liporka, and most definitely in Feripia as well, considering ISSL is still on the plane. Let's see, guys, who would be able to get the first knock, the first blood from your 4ME's IPL Season 2's Grand Finals, Day 1. So the first circle has already been established over here. I think, a couple of teams will be able to get into the safe zone rather. However, the rest of the teams may need to battle it out very vigorously getting into the zone. So we can see team VX most probably might be going towards Primorsk, and we might be able to see a couple of clashes, most possibly between ISSLs versus JKs. And we can see, guys, I think there's gonna be a big tendency for the teams to clash out around in farm as well. We can see TM7 as well as another team that is right next to them. I believe that should be ES. So let's see, guys, we can see team WP is heading straight away to Georgepol. Meanwhile, MAKPEN will be holding on towards Rozhok. And we got the VEs around in Pochinki. Now, I think there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 8 teams that are still out of the zone. So getting in the zone is gonna be quite tricky, given that most of the teams are still holding on to the edge of the zone, and we can see Team X4s might most possibly have the fight over here. We got MA's 4ME over here. We got Drax, Rappa, Johnny, and Doc. Right, so most possibly they will be going head to head first against L7s over here, guys. I think Johnny is gonna get the first knock. Let's see if he would have the potential to take down Sub-Zero. Else would another team be rather coming closer to them. Right, so here comes the grenade, guys. I don't think the grenade actually connects to Sub-Zero. I think Johnny isn't really aware exactly on Sub-Zero's location is exactly at. So locating, where your opponent is very vital, especially if you are to throw a grenade. Now we can see Team XF. X4s might most possibly get into a third party situation as well. So we'll be closing in to stage 1 in about 29 seconds. We'll be heading towards stage 2. I think the fight most possibly will be happening around in Mansion as an early fight, but I don't think they'll be able to take any of the teams down. My bad, guys. L7 Sub-Zero is actually in Team X4's itself, so I think Tommy is about to rotate himself and trying to get a knock over here. We got Rosan as well. So still stagnant with 20 teams over here, and 4ME's Doc is in a completely different location, so most possibly he would be able to sort of give a support situation for his team. And as you can see, guys, Yasna is heavily equipped over here. TLQs will be going head to head with Team Spear. Let's see if it would be Team TLQ or Team Spear to save the day or break the day out of Yasna. Right, so we can see the first knock. It is a vehicle elimination, if I'm not mistaken. Motu has been knocked out over here, guys. TM7's Fruit and Eddie goes down. Eternal Esports on fire right now, taking a confirmation already as well. I think they're after the last 2 men standing for TM7, if I'm not mistaken. We got Yuri, we got Ayu. So let's see, guys. Ayu in his last HP, and down goes Ayu as well. So last man standing for TM7. Better play it out safe, guys. I think he kind of got panicked over here. Right, so Yuri rushing completely, to keep him and his team safe. And meanwhile, a beautiful shot over here by Yuri, and also gets off the vehicle as well. But he doesn't even get knocked. I mean, I'm surprised of that. All right, so with that knock, guys, he would be able to kind of play it out safe. So he's moving into a completely different location. Meanwhile, we can see Eternal Esports trying to revive their team member over here, and we can see RU is still knocked out over here, so he is being confirmed over now with 2 eliminations on their hand, guys. And we can see 4MEs have already taken a confirmation over here as well. As predicted, guys, Doc was able to give them the confirmation that they required. So most possibly it's going to be a 4 versus 3 situation. Now let's see if it would be 4MEs or Team X Forces that will, move out from Mansion. Sub-Zero has been taken out, guys, and Adi takes out Eddie. On the other hand, so I believe Eternal Esports have about 3 eliminations already. And there you have it, guys. X Forces, 2 of the members now going down. Rusan gets knocked out and completely eliminated as well. Last 2 men standing, Tommy and Batman relieves Tommy in his last HP. Meanwhile, he gets a beautiful knock over here, and he has to take the 1v1. Unfortunately, Tommy will not be able to, guys, and Batman is, kind of overlooking to what's happening to his teammates, and unfortunately he will not have, he doesn't have the capacity of doing anything. Meanwhile, we got Team EQZs right behind their tails, guys, taking out Johnny and trying to take out Drax as well. Right, so let's see, guys. River over here. River's trying to take a couple of shots over here. Drax being confirmed. I'm not sure to whom exactly Drax was confirmed to, though. I don't think EQZs were able to confirm him anytime. So I think, guys, Fury is over here. Hey Fury, how's your day starting off like? I think you have a better clear view onto EQZ, so I'll give you the opportunity to send us your POV.
Thank you very much, Jello. එකත් එක්කම ආයුබෝවන් කියලා පිළිගන්න සියලුම දෙනාව අද දවසේදී අතර වාරේ රෙවෝගෙන් ලස්සන ස්ප්‍රේ එකක් බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් සම්පූර්ණ මෙන්ෂන් ඒරියා එක පැත්තේ රෙවෝව මෙන්ෂන් වෙලා යන විදිහේ ස්ප්‍රේ එකක් තමයි බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් හැකියාවක් ලැබුණ එකත් එක්කම ෆස්ට් නොක් එකත් එක්කම සෙකන්ඩ් නොක් එකත් පික් කර ගන්නවාද වැඩිපුර ඇඩ්වාන්ටේජ් එකක් තියෙනවා මේ වෙලාවේ EQZ ලගේ පැත්තට. ඉතින් හොඳ තර්ඩ් පාර්ටි ඇක්ෂන් එකක් කැච් කරගෙන කිල් පොයින්ට්ස් කීප එක්සිකියුට් කර ගන්න මේ වෙලාවේ ලොකු ඔපචුනිටි එකක් හම්බුණා. ඉතින් ඒ ඔපචුනිටි එක මම හිතන්නේ හොඳ සාර්ථක විදියට ඉවර කර ගන්න තමයි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. 1-1 සිටුේෂන් අතර මේ පැත්තෙන් බැට්මෑන් ගේ පැත්තෙන් දැන් අවාසි සාගත සිදුවීමක් එක්ක ඩීබේ ෂොට්ස් ටික ඩොග් ගේ සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම බැට්මෑන් ගේ මං හිතන්නේ හෙල්මට් එක වෙස්ට් මේ හැමදේම ඩැමේජ් කරගෙන හෙල්ත් එක අන්තිම කොනටමත් පහළ දානවා. ඒකත් එක්කම කෙලිම මේ පැත්තෙන් අපිට බලන්න පුළුවන් TM7 ෆස්ට් මැච් එකෙම early down and out කළා දාගන්න හැකියාවක් ලැබෙනවා 4MB eSports ගේ පැත්තෙන්. හැබැයි ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ පැත්තට දැන් මේ වෙලාවේ ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන third party එකත් එක්ක දැන් වැඩි වෙලාවක් සර්වයිවින් එක මේන්ටේන් කරගන්න නම් අනිවාර්යෙන්ම තමන් ඉන්න ස්ථානේ මම නැත්තම් ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ගොඩක් නිශ්ශබ්දතාවය රැකගෙන ඉන්න වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒකත් එක්ක අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් දැන් කෙලිම 4 Johnny තමයි last man standing for the team. Full elimination තිබුණත් මේ වෙලාවේ අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙලා තියෙනවා already කෙලින්ම surviving එක maintain කරගෙන යන්න ඔවුන්ට ඉතිරි වෙලා තියෙන එකම එක player කෙනෙක් විතරයි තමයි Johnny. ඉතින් Johnny මේ වෙලාවේ අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් තනකොළ ගහේ හැරි එල්ලිලා මේ වෙලාවේ මේ ගහගෙන එන සැඩ පහරේ එල්ලිලා කොහොම හරි නැවත බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ Johnny ගේ පැත්ත තමයි කෙලින්ම මේ වෙලාවේ attack එක එන්නේ. shots එක fire වෙනවා මේ පැත්තෙන් EQZ Omega ලස්සන jump shots ටිකක් එක්ක මේ පැත්තෙන් ජෝනීවත් කන්ෆර්ම් කරගන්නවා. එකත් එක්කම ට්‍රිපල් එලිමිනේෂන්ස් වලින් තමයි ආරම්භය සයින්ටුහන් කරගන්නේ 4MEIPL 2025 ග්‍රෑන්ඩ් ෆිනාලේ ෆස්ට් ඩේ එකේ පළවෙනි බැටල් ෆීල්ඩ් එකේම හොඳ අත්දැකීමක් බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. and අපි මේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලිම BBxAZ and GANGSTERS ස්කෝඩ් එක බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් chance එකක් හම්බෙලා තියෙනවා. මම හිතන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ පැත්තට attack එකක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන ආකාරය තමයි බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. අපි බලමු මොන වගේ දෙයක් කරගන්න පුළුවන් වේවිද කියලා. So we can see that BBxAZ and GANGSTERS waiting for the opportunities. They got the first knock down and down goes Tabs MVP as well as 2. We can see the TLQ in danger situations and let's see can they able to survive or can they control the situations. Okay, we can see that advantage almost have to the side of MAKPEN. And MAKPEN now, they already get a couple of knockdowns. Means two knockdowns. And you can see that 3 teams, I think. Let me guess. Yeah, 3 teams, guys. 3 teams almost having their back in here. We can see MAKPEN. Oh, there goes down. Goes another one. I think Pasta. Okay. Am I correct? Okay, I can see that Pasta almost knocked down right there, and TQ Panda quickly taking some eliminations, and we can see that MAKPEN Ryu giving some cover fires, but he is in low HP. He have a half and his, but he can take him down. He can take him down, but you can see that the cover fires, the ADA is given from the MAKPEN Ryu player. I think it's gonna be advantageable situations. Ah, down goes, and again we can see that Beauty and Gangsters down to the last two peoples, guys. This is gonna be a serious situation for their sides, because you can see that MAKPEN, now they already take their knockdown as a revival, and after that, I think they are four players. Yeah, four of them still alive in the game. It means that Beauty and Gangster have to control these situations. Now it's converted as 2 versus 4 situations. So let's see what's gonna be happen. We can see that a couple of grenadiers have been thrown, just like a trade. We can see MAKPEN throwing some grenade, and also we can see that Beauty and Gangsters also throwing some grenade. And Soul Hunter take another one from MAKPEN. Ryu, this is not gonna be stopped. This is a non-stop battlefield. We can see Zol, MAKPEN, and also Beauty and Gangster battling. Only 4, I think, Jello. 3 or 4 compounds. So we going to see what's gonna be happen in the battlefield with JLo. So JLo, over to you.
Right, so moving forward into MAKPEN's POV, guys, over here we can see they've already secured 2 eliminations early on, but regardlessly they had to, sacrifice one of their members as well. So they've been able to take down Luzum as well. Meanwhile, they will be going towards BXGs over here, guys. Let's see if they would be able to get a couple of knocks. If so, well, it's gonna be a roll of the battles over here, guys. We can see 3 teams. We got Souls, we got MAKPENs, we've also got BXGs. So let's see who would be able to walk away safely from the point of Gatka over here. I think this, considering this location over here, guys, it doesn't really feel so safe at all. But regardless, since we have more time, we can move on to Team VE is over here getting a fight with Team VX, I believe. Meanwhile, at the leaderboard, we can see MAKPENs have already risen above the leaderboard, guys, with 4 eliminations, EQZs with 3, TLQs with 3, and ESNVs with 3, along with ISSL, VEs and Souls, and VX TM7s with 1 point each, along with VXG as well. Now, the rest of the teams will have an opportunity to score more as well, given that we have 18 teams left with 56 remaining. I think Souls are waiting for an opportunity to give a third party, given that, only 2 of the members are alive. But here comes another 4th party towards Souls, guy. I think Goat is being knocked out over here, guy. What? By MAKPEN? I mean, I thought he wasn't that clearly visible. Unfortunately, he was. And with that guy, Soul Hunter, I mean, that was beyond words to explain. He was just, knocked out without any possible protection for him. So with that, guys, Team Souls have been eliminated, I believe. And moving on to the third party would be Team LF EQZ. So let's see, MAKPEN versus EQZs versus BXGs. EQZ is taking a beautiful rotation over here, trying to, kind of ambush the teams that are actively having the fights over here. So that would give them the opportunity to sort of, score a couple of eliminations, I believe. So MAKPENs are vigorously still within the grounds of Gatka, still trying to hold on to without giving any movements towards their oppositions. Meanwhile, we've got, I think, a 3 versus 2 situation. Let's see if it would be a 2v3 instead of a 3v2. A couple of more Molotovs, a couple of more utilities being thrown at here as well. I think MAKPENs have already secured 5 elimination points so far. I mean, I think I have a kind of a feeling that MAKPENs would last towards the last zone as well. I mean, that's just a prediction. If I'm not 100% accurate in terms of that. So meanwhile, we got ISSLs taking a couple of knocks as well, still stagnant with 17 teams. However, right, so VEs will be going against EQZs over here, guys. DM are trying to get a couple of scorings in. I think that does not connect. And TLQ Tabs over here taking out Eternal Esports, Jerry. Meanwhile, we can see Team VX is moving forward straight on to, I believe it would be Team EQZ is taking out Azlan and taking out Shams, and Shimi taking out Storm, Mini taking out Azlan, and there's a lot of fights happening over here, guys. We are still in stage 3 of the zone. Now I believe EQZ's and VE's POV is better illustrated by Fury. So Fury, quickly over to you.
Right, thank you very much. Hello එකත් එක්ක මේ පැත්තෙන් Nostra ගේ පැත්තට ලස්සන ස්ට්‍රයික් shots කීපයක් දීලා මේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලිම kill points ටික secure කරගන්නවා. ඒකත් අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් ද Vermilions ලගේ පැත්ත පොඩක් hold කරගන්න හැකියාවක් ලැබෙනවා. මේ ලබා දීපු pressure එකත් එක්ක Revo තමයි මේ වෙලාවේ pressure එක දීලා තමන්ගේ team එක පොඩක් solid foundation එකක් දාලා hold එකේ survive එක maintain කරගන්න පොඩි අවස්ථාවක් ලබා දීලා තියෙන. එකත් එක්ක ISSLxNRC squad එක left side corner එක පැත්තෙන් මේ වෙලාවේ XMAN ලගේ පැත්තට push එක start කරලා තියෙන. දැන් last man downලා තියෙන වෙලාවේ try එක දෙනවා මේ වෙලාවේ last elimination එකත් confirm කරගෙන තවත් team එකක් back to lobby කරගන්න. අතර වාරේ MAKPEN eSports මේ පැත්තෙන් first knock එක ගන්නවා මේ වෙලාවේ pick කරගන්නේ grenade knock එකක්. ඒකත් එක්කම last man ඉන්න මේ පැත්තෙන් death අපි දැක කෙලිම strike එක shot එකක් වෙන්න ඕනේ. two spec එකක් එනවා මේ පැත්තේ. ඒකත් last man මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලිම down කළා දාගන්න මේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලිම pasta-ගේ UMP shots ටිකත් එක්ක ඒකත් එක්කම BXG ලා down and out වෙලා යනවා last match එක තුල. ඒකත් එක්ක අපිට පේනවා XMAN ලා ඉන්නවා මේ පැත්තෙන් doomed තමයි මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලිම supervision එක එන්නේ. ඒකත් එක්ක කෙලිම back to lobby වෙලා යනවා මේ වෙලාවේ XMAN ලා. ඒකත් එක්කම කෙලිම ISSLxNRC squad එක දැන් 5 total eliminations hold up කරගෙන man power එකත් උපරිමයෙන්ම තියාගෙන හොඳ සමාරම්භයක් අරගෙන තියෙනවා. ඒගොල්ලන්ට අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් හොඳ strength එකකින් ඒක තමයි අද දවසේදී ආරම්භය අරගෙන තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් බලමු මොන වගේ දෙයක් කරගන්න පුළුවන් වේවිද කියලා. EQZ මේ පැත්තෙන් last 3 players වල down ලා තියෙනවා. ඒකත් එක්කම TLQ ලත් එහා සමානයි. ඒ වගේම Eternal eSports, 4MExIPL eSports දැන් players දෙකකට මාරු වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒකත් එක්ක අපිට පේනවා කිලිම RC ලා players 3 දෙනා. ඉතින් full squads විදිහට ගත්තොත් එimhe අපේ team WEDHA PAPPA ඒ වගේම BB the Shields ඒ වගේම SX squad එක සහ GONDOR ලා තමයි මේ වෙලාවේ full squads විදිහට ISSL පෙරමුණේදී බලාගන්න හැකියාවක් ලැබෙන. ඉතින් ඒකත් එක්ක අපිට බලාගන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා මේ පැත්තෙන් මං හිතන්නේ අර high grounds කීප එක තමයි battlefield එක බලාගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. නිවැරදිව බැලුමටම අපිට පේනවා දැන් circle එකේ center situation එක hold up කරගන්න ලොකු fight එකක් යනවා මේ වෙලාවේ. ඒ ISSL වගේම EQZ, Vermilion සහ VX අතර තමයි මේ battlefield එක තියෙන්නේ. සාර්ථකයි වුන්ගේ මේ වෙලාවේ අනුගමනය කරපු අපි කියන අනාගත පුරෝකථනය නිවැරදි වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒකත් එක්ක අපිට පේනවා circle එකේ සම්පූර්ණ advantage එක මේ වෙද්දී ISSLxNRC, EQC සහ Vermilion eSports විතර ලැබිලා තියෙනවා. මෙන්න MAKPEN squad එක ලස්සන rotation එකක් ගන්නවා right side corner එක පැත්තෙන් edge of the circle වලට යද්දී තවත් කීප දෙනෙකු මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලින්ම තමන්ගේ asset එක ගැටලා තියෙන. ඉතින් kill points විදිහටම secure කරගෙන තමයි front එකට යන බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. මේ කෙලිම WEDHA PAPPA ලගේ පැත්තේ කෙලිම ඉමාම knock down වෙලා යනවා මේ වෙලාවේ. ඒකත් එක්කම බලමු WP ලගේ පැත්තේ මොන වගේ දෙයක් කරගන්න පුළුවන් වේවිද කියලා. මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලිම WEDHA PAPPA ලගේ team එකේ දැන් players 3 දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. හැබැයි ප්‍රශ්නයකට තියෙන්නේ circle එකේ advantageable position එකක් හොයාගන්න එක මේ වෙද්දී සෑහෙන අමාරු තත්වයකට ගිහිල්ලා තියෙන crucial situation එකක් තියෙන. ඒ වගේම අපිට පේනවා හැම cover එකක්ම ridge එකක්ම high ground එකක් මේ වෙද්දී book කරලා ඉවරයි. ඉතින් ඒකත් එක්ක අපිට පේනවා මේ වෙලාවේ මං හිතන්නේ ටිකට් එක දාලා යන්න විදියක් නැහැ. ඉතින් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ අනිත් අයගේ ටිකට් එක අරගන්න තමයි ඒගොල්ලෝ down and out කළා. මෙන්න Jimmy knock down ලා තියෙනවා මේ පැත්තෙන්. ඒකත් එක්කම Miniva down so Lucifer තමයි අවස්ථාවේදී බරපතල පැනයක් මේ වෙලාවේ නැගිලා තියෙන්නේ. මොකද අනිවාර්යෙන් survive එක maintain කරගන්න නම් මේ වෙලාවේ opposite team එක back to lobby කරලා යුතුමයි. ඒකත් එක්ක බලමු Lucifer ගන්න මේ පැත්තෙන් doom එක last rotations කීපයක් එකත් එක්කම front එකට ගිහිල්ලා crash කරලා බලනවා මේ වෙලාවේ fight එක ගන්න සුදුසුද නැද්ද කියන වාතාවරණය බලන්න තමයි ඉස්සරහට ගියේ. ඒකත් එක්කම වාතාවරණය පැහැදිලි. ඒකත් එක්ක අපිට පේනවා දැන් මේ වෙලාවේ තමන්ගේ teammates ලගෙන් එන information සුත් එක්කම SUPERX eSports වලට මේ වෙලාවේ තර්ජනයක් වෙන්නේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් push එක start කරගෙන යන්නේ නැහැ. ඒකත් එක්ක අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා මේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලින්ම SUPERX ලා already කෙලින්ම ISSLxNRC ලගේ players ලා දෙන්නෙක්ව down කළා දාලා kill points දෙක secure කරගන්නදී Doom සහ Lucifer survive වෙලා shape එකේ back වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒකත් එක්ක අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මං හිතන්නේ අර අපිට ගොඩක් දුරට TLQ battlefield එකක් ඒ වගේම අනිත් පැත්තේ Vanguard officials ලගේ battlefield එකක් තියෙනවා. ඉතින් මේ battlefields දෙකම මම හිතනවා ඉතාමත්ම හොඳට ඕගොල්ලන්ට ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ අපේ ජේලෝගේ පැත්තට ගියා නම් තමයි. ඉතින් ජේලෝ ආරාධනා කරනවා මේ පැත්තෙන් මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා Vanguard officials ගේ පැත්තේ බලන්න.
Right, so Vanguard eSports over here with 3 eliminations confirmed already. Meanwhile, I feel like, they're holding on towards the edges of the zone, trying to kind of, play it out really safe. Meanwhile, they also have the opportunity to take down ISSLs as well. And regardless over here, guys, I think Vanguards might possibly be in a very dangerous position as well. And meanwhile, we can see Team WEDHA PAPPA has been eliminated early on itself. So we are down to just 13 teams and 33 remaining. TM7's last man over here, guys, Yuri, is in a really good position, but regardless, he has to get into the zone as well. So he might most possibly, kind of hold it on till he is able to, but as you can see, guys, only 4 teams are still in the zone, and Star is holding on to a really good position as a solo man over here. Meanwhile, ISSLs are holding towards the edges of the zone, and we can see they're getting a couple of knocks as well. And Vanguard's situation doesn't look good over here, guys. Two knocks over here already, and a rush coming right behind their tails. Meanwhile, the last man trying to revive his teammates as well. We can see GGBB over here trying to get at MAKPENs. So 2 members of them already knocked out over here, and the grenade beautifully connecting, and Senos being barbecued out alive. So let's see, guys. Senos the last man standing for GG if he's able to, and unfortunately he does not, guys. So with that, GG's last man has been taken off, completely wiping the team as well. So we can see we are down to 12 teams remaining and 11 teams remaining now. EQZ is over here with Eternal Esports being taken out with 4 eliminations, so that leads us to be in 11 teams and 24 remaining. We got the GONDORs over here as well with 5 eliminations, and MAKPENs, as you can see, are thriving with 11 eliminations already. Speak about, railing towards victory, guys, from the first match itself. 11 eliminations, it ain't easy, so feels like, they're having a really good start for Team MAKPEN. And ISSLs over here with 5 eliminations as well. I think they will be going on to a head-to-head battle between SKs over here. Lucifer trying to get a couple of knocks here as well. And with that, guys, Team Spear has been taken out in the 11th position with 0 eliminations. So we're down to last 10 teams, and I think ISSLs will be heading it out with Team SKs. You can see Jimmy being taken out, guys. Team TM7's last man wasn't able to survive, so down goes TM7's as well. We're down to last 8 teams and just 18 remaining. Just taking out Pasta over here, and Team SX has been eliminated as well. The teams are vigorously having it, guys, vigorously battling it out. MAKPEN Rins over here, beautiful shotgun shot over there. Unfortunately, he was not able to keep up with the same rhythm, and he was taken down. So with that, guys, Team MAKPENs have been eliminated, and we can see beautiful spray over there towards the last man as well. And I think that would have been FS. So we're down to the last 5 teams and 10 remaining. I think EQZs are holding on to a really good position over here. Higher grounds, meaning you have 100% chance of staying ahead of the game. So Gondors have been eliminated in the 7th position. We are down to last 5 teams, and we can see TLQ Esports over here. 3 of their members alive. So who would it be, guys? Who do you think would be able to secure the first chicken dinner for the day? We got VGs going out as well. Team ISSLNRCs, EQZs, TLQs, VEs, Team VX. Now obviously TLQs have the upper hand, given that all 3 of their members are alive. Regardless, we got a couple of duos and a solo man here as well. So VE is in a really good position. However, they will be having the fight against TLQs. Chris over here in his last quarter of HP as well. Moving on to a completely different location. So now let's see, guys. Would it be Team V's, or would it be Team EQZ's, or would it be Team TLQ's? The rest is yet to be known. So here comes a couple of more grenades, guys. Let's see if the grenade connects towards TLQ's. And it almost did. Almost had Scout over there. Dima's thriving with a couple of more grenades as well. I think it should be connecting towards any of the TLQ members. And there you have it, guys. Chris will be taking the 1v1. Unfortunately, Chris has been taken out completely. So last man standing for Team VEs would be Dima himself. Now Dima really needs to get into the zone as well. However, with so many teams right behind his tail, it's gonna be super hard for him. So I think TLQs still know that the last man of VE is still there, so they're trying to take a rush in. And here comes Tabs, guys. I think a couple of grenades in, and Dima might most possibly have the fight, and Star taking out Lucifer, and Revo taking out Star as well. And with that, a beautiful grenade over here by TLQ's Tabs. and simultaneously Tabs has been knocked out by Tifu. Team VE goes down. We are down to last 3 teams, so I would give that honor back to Fury. Fury, what you do best.
Right guys, එකත් එක්කම දැන් අන්තිම බැටල් එකට තමයි ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. So top 3 battlefield එකේ EQC ඒ වගේම TLQ සහ ISSLxNRC තමයි බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. එකත් එක්ක අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා මේ පැත්තෙන් smokes through shape එකේ circle එක පැත්තට move වෙද්දි Tifu කෙලිම right side corner එක පැත්තෙන් grenade එකක් තමයි hold up කරගෙන තියෙන්නේ. grenade එක මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලිම reach වෙනවා. හැබැයි යම් කිසි ප්‍රමාණයක් තමයි damage එක අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. Tabs අතර වාර revive කරගන්න එකත් එක්කම තවත් grenade එනවා මේ පැත්තෙන් නැවත වතාවක් knock down වෙනවා Tabs. එකත් එක්කම Tifu ගේ grenade එක මංහිතන්නේ මූ වෙනවත් එක්කම තමයි තැබ්ස නොක් ඩවුන් වෙලා ගියේ. එකත් එක්ක මං හිතන්නේ මේ වෙලාවේ ඉක්මන් රිවයිව් එකක් අවශ්‍යයි. ඒ වගේම සර්කල් එක මේ වෙද්දි මූ වෙනවා කියලා කියන්නේ පැන්ඩට විශාල රාජකාරියක් තියෙනවා තමන්ගේ ටීම් එක වෙනුවෙන් ඉෂ්ට කරන්න. මිනි ස්මෝක්ස් ටික ලස්සන්ට මේ වෙලාවේ ත්‍රෝ කළා. EQC ප්ලේයර්ස්ලා දෙන්නගේ පැත්තට තමයි පුෂ් එක ස්ටාර්ට් කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. ටිෆු ඉනා මේ පැත්තේ කෙලිම වෙහිකල් එක ෂේප් එකේ පස්සට අරගෙන උත්සාහ කරනවා මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලිම සර්වයිවින් එක මේන්ටේන් කරගන්න. මොකද මේ වෙද්දි අනිවාර්යෙන්ම අයිඩියා එක ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ටිෆු ඩවුන් කරගන්න මේ පැත්තේ එකත් එක්කම සර්කල් එක මේ වෙලාවේ ෆ්‍රන්ට් එකට මූ වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. රිවෝ තමයි මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලිම අවසාන බලාපොරොත්තුව chance එකක් නෑ මේ පැත්තෙන් පැන්ඩා ලස්සනට රිවෝ කනෙක්ට් කර ගන්නවා මේ වෙලාවේ ක්‍රොස් රේන්ජ් එකත් එක්ක ඩවුන් වෙලා තියෙන එකත් last match standing for the team and TLQ පැන්ඩාව ඉවගේම අනිත් පැත්තෙන් ස්කවුට් ඩවුන් කළා දා ගන්නවා. so deadly duo එකට අද දවසේදී පළවෙනි winner chicken dinner එක secure කරගන්න හැකියාවක් ලැබුණා. well played ISSLxNRC අද දවසේ පළවෙනි chicken dinner එක secure කරගන්නවා. විශේෂම කාරණාව මං හිතන්නේ ටීම්ස් 15ක විඳලම ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ප්ලේයර්ස්ලා දෙන්නෙක් විතරයි ඉතුරුලා හිටියේ. ඩූම් සහ ලුසිෆර් තමයි තමන්ගේ සර්වයිවින් එක උපරිමෙන් මේ ආකාරයෙන් මේන්ටේන් කරගෙන ගියා. so congratulations for the first victory in IPL 2025 representing Sri Lanka. ISSL Nobel Lions did the job for the team. so Jelo.
Right, so a turn of tables over here, guys. Team ISSLs and NRCs were able to secure the first chicken dinner early on itself for 4ME's IPL Season 2 Grand Finals Day 1. So, moving straight on to their winning team stats individually, we got Doom with 4 eliminations, Lucifer with 5 eliminations, Jimmy with 1 elimination, and Mini with 2 eliminations. So, that has been your winning team stats so far individually. Now, let's move on to your next stat of match summary. 76 eliminations, 78 knockouts, 9,757 total healing, 6 grenade eliminations, 25 assists, and 1 vehicle elimination. So that has been your match summary so far for the Grand Finals Day 1. Let's move on to your next stat now. Head-to-head comparison between ISSLs versus EQZs. So we got 2,416 damage, 9 knocks, 12 eliminations, 22 total points for Team ISSLs. Meanwhile, EQZs, 2,134 damage, 10 knocks, 12 eliminations. That leads up to a total of 17 points. So that will be the comparison between #1 and #2. Now let's move on to your next stat. Right, so let's give it up for your most valuable player, MAKPEN HN Rab QT, with 6 eliminations, 868 damage, 3 assists, 4 knocks, and 171 healings. So he will be your most valuable player for the first match itself. And let's see if he would be able to keep up with the same momentum. But before that, we can take a quick look at the top players so far for your Grand Finals Match 1. Let's start off from #5. We got Revo with 4 eliminations, Lucifer with 5 eliminations, Omega with 5 eliminations, and Doom with 4 eliminations, and KHN Rab with 6 eliminations, guys. So these will be your top players so far for Grand Finals Match 1 of Day 1. But let's see if the same would be able to keep up with the same momentum as we head on to the second map of the day. So let's take a quick view into your match rankings so far. Let's start off from hashtag 20 itself. We got Spear, Export, X Esports, XMAN's with the PAPPA, and GG's with 0 points. BXG's along with Rising Champions and Sons of Lawns, along with X Forest, TM7's with 1 point each, SUPERX with 2 points, and Eternal Esports with 4 points. 4ME's with 4 points, along with Vanguard Esports with 4 points. VX with 5 points. VE Esports with 6 points. GONDOR with 12, and TLQ Esports with 13. So hashtag 3 stands MAKPEN with 14 points. Hashtag 2 stands EQZs with 17 points, and hashtag 1 stands ISSLxNRCs with 22 points. So this will be your match rankings tentatively upon concluding match 1. Now, match 1, we did see how ISSL and NRCs were able to deliver a beautiful chicken dinner with a total of 22 points and 12 eliminations for the map of Erangel. So, let's see if they would be able to deliver the same as we head on to match 2 of the day, Miramar. I mean, we do have 4 matches left out to be played, so let's see if it would be the same team or would there be any other team to break the chain. So, Fury, that has been day 1 of 4ME's IPL Grand Finals. What do you think? What are your thoughts on this?
රයිට් ඉතින් මං හිතන්නේ අද දවස් ඇත්තටම උණුසුම් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ ජේලෝ උණුසුම් කියලා කියන්නේ අර මං හිතන්නේ දැන් පොඩක් සීතලයි අපේ ලංකාවේ දේශගුණේ නම් පොඩක් සීතලයි එහෙනම් නේද මාව
I know that.
නෑ ලංකාවේ දේශගුණේ නම් පොඩක් සීතලයි උනාට දැන් මේක බැලුවට පස්සේ සීතල ගියා වගේ දැන් පොඩ රස්නේ වගේ පොඩක් දාඩියේ වගේ රයිට් ඉතින් ඒකත් එක්කම අද දවසේදී ඊටමත්ම සාදරයෙන් යුක්තව පිළිගන්නවා 4ME eSports දෙවන වතාවටත් සාඩම්බරෙන් ඉදිරිපත් කරන 4ME IPL season 1 මේක 4MB ලගේ season 2 IPL season 2 එක ඉතින් ඒකත් එක්ක මං හිතන්නේ පළවෙනි chicken dinner එක ISSL squad එක දිනා ගත්ත ඉතින් ගොඩක් අමාරුයි නේද හිතා ගන්න කොහොම ජයග්‍රහණ ලබා ගත්තද කියලා මොකද ප්ලේයර්ස්ලා දෙන්නෙක් විතර ලූසිෆර් ඩූම් මං හිතන්නේ සෑහෙන්න හොඳ ස්කිල් එකක් පෙන්වුවාද දවසේදී ඒගොල්ලෝ ඇයි ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ බෙස්ට් ටීම් එකක් බාට පරිවර්තනය වෙන්නේ එහෙම වෙන්න හේතුව මොකක්ද කියන්නේ පැහැදිලිව පේනලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් දත්ත වලින් බැලුවත් එහෙමයි ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ගේම් ප්ලේ වලින් බැලුවත් එහෙමයි. ඉතින් හැම දෙයකින්ම අපිට අර සාක්ෂි ඉදිරිපත් කරමින් හැම වෙලාවකම හුවා දක්වලා තියෙනවා මේ වෙලාවෙත් හැම වෙලාවකම වගේ ඇයි ඒගොල්ලෝ ලංකාවේ බෙස්ට් ටීම් එකක් බඩ පරිවර්තනය වෙලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා. ඒකත් එක්කම අතර පළවෙනි චිකන් ඩින එක මෙයා කරන් ISSL ස්කෝඩ් එක පැත්තට යද්දි පොයින්ට්ස් විදිහට ගත්තොත් එහෙම ජේලෝ පොයින්ස් 20 අප් වෙලා තියෙන. එතකොට සෙකන්ඩ් පෝෂන් එක පැත්තෙන් අපි දැක්කොත් එහෙම පොයින්ට්ස් 7ක 8ක වගේ ගැප් එකක් තමයි අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් උනේ. ඒ වගේ විශේෂයෙන් මතක් කරන්න ඕනේ මැක්පෙන් ස්ක්වොඩ් එකේ ඒගොල්ලෝ කෙලින්ම පළවෙනි තප්පරේ ඉඳලම සෑහෙන ඇග්‍රෙසිව් මූඩ් එකකින් තමයි ගේම් ප්ලේ එක අරගෙන ගියේ. අපි දැක්ක කිල් පොයින්ට්ස් 12 13ක් ඒ වගේම මම හිතන්නේ අවසාන ප්ලේ මම දැක්ක ජේලෝගේ කාස්ටින් එක අතර තුරේදී මමත් බලාගෙන හිටියෝ. මම හිතනවා ඔබත් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම බලාගෙන හිටියේ කියලා. අන්තිම ප්ලේ මාර ප්‍රෙෂර් එකක් අපි දැක්ක සෝලි ස්පෝර්ට්ස් වලට නිර්මාණය කරේ. ප්ලේයර්ස්ලා දෙන්න නොක්ඩවුන් කරගත්තා. මෑන් පාවක නොතිබෙන්නට ජේලෝ අනිවාර්යෙන්ම සමහර විට එතන අන්තිම ප්ලේ වගේ සෝල්ලගේ වුණා නම් එහෙම මේ ප්ලේ අනිවාර්යෙන් පොඩ්ඩක් ස්ටක් වෙනවා. දෙවරක් හිතනවා යනවද නැද්ද කියලා ඉස්සරහට. ඉතින් ඒ වගේ තත්ත්වයක් නිර්මාණය කළා. ඉතින් ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ පැත්තෙන් මං හිතන්නේ මේක පොඩි භයානක සිදුවීමක්. මොකද සර්වයිව් වෙන්නේ නැතුව කිල් පොයින්ට්ස් වලටම පළවෙනි මැච් එකේම ගියා කියලා කියන්නේ හෙට දවසේ ලොකු දෙයක් වෙන්න පුළුවන් මැක්පෙන්ලගේ පැත්තෙන්. ඒ වගේම අනිත් පැත්තෙන් අපි දැක්කා බියුටි ඇන්ඩ් ගැන්ග්ස්ටර්ස් රට ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ සුපුරුදු දක්ෂතාව වලට එන්න බැරි වුණා. සමහරට ඊළඟ මැච් එකේ එන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේම අපි දැක්ක EQZලා ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ටීම් එකක් හොඳට පොයින්ට්ස් සිකියුර් කරගත්තා. TLQලා හොඳට පොයින්ට්ස් සිකියුර් කරගත්තා. ඉතින් මේකත් එක්ක මං හිතන්නේ හොඳ මික්ස් එකක් තියෙනවා අපිට මේ ලොබි එක තුල. ඉතින් ඒකත් එක්ක ජේලෝ ලොකු තරගකාරීත්වයක් නිර්මාණය වේවි. ඒ වගේම විශේෂයෙන් කියන්න ඕනේ අද දවසේදී ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ජයග්‍රහණය කරගන්න පුළුවන් අවකාශයක් ලැබිලා තියෙනවා. රුපියල් 200 බැගින් ජයග්‍රහණය කරගන්න පුළුවන්. ජේලෝ කරන්න තියෙන පුංචි දෙයයි මැච් එක ස්ටාර්ට් වෙලා දැන් නෙක්ස්ට් මැච් එක අපි දන්නවා මිරමාර් මැච් එකක් තියෙන. ජලු ඉතින් නෙක්ස්ට් මැච් එක ස්ටාර්ට් වෙලා විනාඩි 2ක වගේ කාලයක් ඇතුළත ඔබ ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ කැමතිම ටීම් එක වෙන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයගොල්ලෝ ආදරය කරනම ටීම් එක වෙන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට හිතෙනවා නම් දක්ෂතාව වලින් සහ වාසනාවත් එක්ක මෙන්න මේ ටීම් එකට මේකේ ජයග්‍රහණය කැරකෙනවා කියලා ඔන්න අවකාශයක් තියෙනවා මේ පැත්තෙන් ජයග්‍රාහී කණ්ඩායම සහ most valuable player. හැබැයි මේ දෙන්නම එක්කෙනෙක් වෙන්න ඕනේ. අපි උදාහරණයකට ගත්තොත් එමෙ දැන් ජේලෝ ක්‍රීඩා කරන ක්‍රණ්ඩායම අපි හිතමු ශ්‍රී ලංකාව කියලා. ශ්‍රී ලංකාව තමයි චිකන් ඩිනර් එක සිකියුර් කරගන්න ඕනේ. ඒ වගේම ජේල් තමයි MVP වෙන්නත් ඕනේ. ඉතින් මේ දෙකම ගෙස් කරන පළවෙනි කෙනාට මැක්සිමම් esports වෙතින් රුපියල් 200 බැගින් හැම මැච් එකකම තියෙනවා guys. ඉතින් මැචස් 10ක් තියෙනවා රුපියල් 2000ක්. තනිකරම monthly package එක හරියනවා ජේලෝ. ඉතින් ඒ හින්දා අනිවාර්යෙන්ම අමතක කරන්න එපා. ඕගොල්ලන් අනිවාර්යෙන්ම මැච් එක පටන් අරන් විනාඩි දෙකක් වගේ ඇතුළත කාලයක් තුලදී ඉතින් ඉක්මනටම ඕගොල්ලන් කොහොමද හිතන් ඉන්නේ කියන එක සහ ඕගොල්ලන්ට දැනෙන දේ අනිවාර්යෙන් ඉක්මනට ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න. ඒ වගේම මේ වෙලාවේ මතක් කරන්න ඕනි ජේලෝ තවත් කාරණාවක් තියෙනවා. අපි දන්න කියන ආදරණීය කම්පිටිටිව් මිත්‍රයෙක්ගේ අද දවසේදී ජන්මදිනේ උපන්දිනේ වෙදලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් විශේෂයෙන් මතක් කරනවා අපේ වෙද පාප්පා සෑහෙන්න වැඩ කටයුතු කරන කෙනෙක් තමයි WP එකේ අපේ නිර්මාතෘ සහ අයිතිකාරු අපේ ආදරණීය වෙද පප්පා. ඉතින් ඔහුගේ කණ්ඩායමේ ෆලා 69 ගේ අද උපන්දින ජන්මදින. ඉතින් ඒ හින්දා අපි අනිවාර්යෙන්ම විශ් කරමු නේද ජේලෝ. ඉතින් හැපි බර්ත්ඩේ කියලා විශ් කරනවා බ්‍රෝ යාට. කම්පිටිටිව් සයිඩ් එක වගේම ඔයාගේ ජීවිතය අනිකුත් කාරණාවත් ඉෂ්ට කරගෙන ජයග්‍රාහී විදියට මේ වසර ගෙවා ගන්න හැකියාවක් ලැබෙන්න කියලා ඔන්න PUBG ශ්‍රී ලංකා කමියුනිටි එක විදිහට මමත් ජේලෝත් ඔබට සුබ පතනවා. හැපි බර්ත්ඩේ බ්‍රෝ.
All right, so just to reiterate on things what Fury said, so the onlookers do have an opportunity to score a couple of bucks, I believe. So in order to do that, obviously, I believe Fury gave you proper instruction on, you need to decide which team and also the MVP as well. However, the MVP needs to be on the same team in order for you to achieve the cash of bag. But before that, guys, I would also cordially would love to give a shout out for WP's with the Papa's team member Fala for his I mean, it's gonna be a memorable birthday today for him indeed. So we would love to see you thriving on for today's 4ME's IPL season 2 day 1. So with that birthday luck on your hand, Fala, we would love to see staying ahead of the game as well. Meanwhile, also a beautiful we did see a beautiful couple of shots from the rest of the teams who were actively participating out today. And yes, just like Fury said, sorry. My bad. I think I kind of got stuck over there. So I think just like Fury said, guys, Team MAKPENs were actively playing out very aggressively from the get-go on the day 1 itself. So let's see if they would be able to keep up with the same momentum as we head on to the map, which most of them kind of hate because of the mountainous terrains, but the rest would love the map of Miramar, known for its capacity of able to hold on to those placement points. So let's see if the same team would be able to keep up with the vigorous gameplay as we witnessed previously. So we can see a couple of teams will be heading towards the northern side rather, and I believe a couple of more teams will be heading towards Los Leon, the most ideal place for a kickstart of things, especially in the map of Miramar. So we can see ISSLs over here will be heading on to their usual location, which will be Hacienda. Yes, you guessed that right. So don't forget to like, share, and also hit that subscribe button and support your teams. Now this time you aren't going to just support, but you're going to support for the hope of getting that cash allocation. So just like Fury said, yes, there will be an opportunity for you to win even about 2,000 bucks. So that's for you to keep your stake at hand. We can see TM7s over here. I think TM7s might most possibly get into a fight early on with Team SKs. Right there. So I believe the first fight most possibly might happen between SUPERX versus VEs in Los Leones. And there you have it, guys. Just as expected, Eddie takes down DJ Sal over here and confirms the elimination as well. I think SK's solo man was actually here. Not quite certain as to where the rest of the team members were, but regardlessly, I think none of them are quite around him. So that gives the opportunity for Team SKs to kind of play it out safe. Meanwhile, we got Team Spear over here. I think they most possibly might get into a fight between GGs. You can see, I think GGs are kind of chasing Team Spear over, Team XMAN. My bad, guys. Team XMAN over here. Right, so I don't think the teams might have the clash in early itself, mostly because it is the map of Miramar. You know, taking on early fight is kind of a waste of a time, given that Miramar is the best map out there for you to score a couple of placement points. So meanwhile, we can see Eddie taking out Ivy Fade as well. I think they're trying to play it out aggressively in the second match of the day because they weren't able to keep up with the same momentum in the previous. The XMAN over here, still in the same locations, guys. I think they might most possibly get into the fight between amongst GGs. So we can see another member has been unfortunately drowned to death. Well, that's quite unfortunate. So TM7's over here, and they're still overlooking into possible more kill points, scoring 2 eliminations early on itself, and they will be tentatively leading the leaderboard for now. But if you can see the leaderboard, guys, we have the highest will be 22 points, and EQZ is with 17, MAKPEN's with 14. So in order for you to kind of stay ahead of the game, I feel like you need you need to score not only just elimination points, but also a couple of placement points as well. So you need to stay ahead of the game, guys. And BXG's death over here being taken out by Shelby. I think we have 3 teams in Los Leons. So I think a lot of teams are being drowned to death. I'm not quite certain what's happening, but hey, free kills. So Eddie over here taking out X-Men's. X-Men's one of the members as well, guys. I think TM7s are on fire, taking out one by one of the members. I wonder what's happening for TM7s over here today. Rashi being knocked out here as well, and rushing straight into X-Men's last member over here, guys. Dracul Luffy. That's a very weird name, to be honest. But regardless, the TM7's Eddie was able to take down the last member of Team XMAN, and the first team to be eliminated will be XMAN themselves. So TM7's having a really great start to topple things off in Miramar, leading with 6 eliminations. Mind you, when I had my eyes last open, it was just 3 eliminations and the quick blink of an eye, and now it turned into 6. So TM7s will be leading the leaderboard for now, tentatively with 6 eliminations early on. Let's see, guys. I think they're going ahead between STRs as well. TM7s are on fire today, guys. I think they will be able to get the solo guy right in front of them. But let's see, are you over here and VE Esports over here in the edge of Los Leons trying to take Shelby? SUPERX's duo, just a duo over here, guys. So I think they better try to play it out safe over here. We can see Eternal Esports going ahead with X-Force again, and taking out Demo over here by Shelby and confirming him as well, and Shelby goes down by a beautiful grenade that was executed by Vicky. I think Nostra would be able to get the confirmation. So I think with 1 manpower down to VE Esports, they might need to, sort of play it out really safe. But given that they aren't really aware that it's just a solo man standing for Team SUPERX, they won't be rushing in either. Now BXGs fall in the same situation as well, guys. 3 manpower as well for Team BXG. But regardlessly, we can see SUPERX Esports XMAN will be heading straight into BXG's solo man that is actually here. Right, so we can see, guys, Eternal Esports taking out XF's Batman over here. I think Eternal's Esports POV can be deliberately handed over to Fury. Fury, over to you.
Right, thank you very much ජේලෝ එකත් එක්කම මේ වෙලාවේ GONDOR esports ඉන්න අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් ඒගොල්ලෝ කෙලිම last man to down වෙලා තියෙන එකත් එක්කම මේ වෙලාවේ 2 spec එකක් එනවා දියුගේ පැත්තෙන්. මදර front එක පැත්තට push කරලා තියෙනවා. අපි දන්නවා මේ වෙලාවේ එක game plans වලට යනවා. මොකද සමහර වෙලාවල් වලදී ගොඩක් වෙලාවට hold up එකේ ඉන්න එක හොඳයි. හැබැයි සමහර වෙලාවන් වලදී අපිට සිද්ධ වෙන pressure එක අනිත් පැත්තට අන්තිම ඉතිරි වෙලා හිටියත් එයාගේ පැත්තට pressure එකක් දෙන්න. ඉතින් ඒකත් එක්ක අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ පැත්තෙන් grenade එකක් එක්ක ආයෝ පළවෙනි अंतिम किल पॉइंट का समान अंतिम किल पॉइंट के सिक्योर कर गाना गतकම X-Man ලගේ පැත්තට ස්ප්‍රේ එකක් එනවා. මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලිම චෝමීගේ පැත්තට තමයි ස්ප්‍රේ එක එන්නේ. හැබැයි අවසානයේදී කොහොමද ෂේප් එකේ කොහොමද Tommy survive වෙලා කෙලින්ම ආයෙමත් සැරයක් compounds ටික පැත්තට move වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒකත් එක්ක අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් user die එක මම හිතන්නේ සෑහෙන්න දැන් damage වෙලා තියෙන. ඒකත් එක්කම team X-Force ලා මේ වෙද්දි කෙලින්ම last 2 players රට down ලා තියෙනවා. මේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලින්ම රොසන් සහ FRS සහ ටොමි තමයි ඉතිරි වෙලා තියෙන last 2 players ලා විදියට. ඒකත් එක්ක මේ වෙලාවේ අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙලා තියෙනවා teams 18ක් තාමත් surviving එක maintain කරගෙන ඉන්නවා. ඒ කියන්නේ teams දෙකක් තමයි තාමත් back to lobby වෙලා තියෙන. සම්පූර්ණ වශයෙන්ම ගත්තොත් ඒ GONDOR eSports සහ XMAN එකත් එක්ක අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ පැත්තෙන් Eternals ලා push එක start කරලා තියෙනවා. කෙලින්ම මේ වෙලාවේ FRS රෝසන්ගේ පැත්තට. ඉතින් අපි බලමු රෝසන්ට මොන වගේ දෙයක් කරගන්න පුළුවන් වේවිද කියලා. මේ වෙලාව කම්පවුන්ඩ් එක පැත්තේ තනිකර හෝල්ඩ් සිටුේෂන් එකක තමයි ඉන්නේ. and බලමු ටොමීගේ පැත්තේ මොන වගේ සපෝට් එකක් දෙන්න පුළුවන් වේවිද කියලා. long range එකේ ඉටර්නල් ප්ලේ කෙනෙක් මේ වෙලාවේ හෝල්ඩ් අප් එකේ තියලා තියෙන්නේ. කවර්ස් ටික දෙන්න එකත් එක්ක අපිට පේනවා රෙඩ් ඩොට් ෂොට්ස් ටිකක් කරනවා මේ පැත්තෙන් ටොමී. but කනෙක්ට් කරගන්න chance එකක් හම්බ වෙනවා left side corner එක පැත්තෙන් ඉටර්නල්ස් මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලින්ම ලොකේෂන් එක ලස්සනට find out කරගෙන rotations ටික අරගෙන pressure එක එන්නම වැඩි කරලා තියෙනවා මේ වෙලාවේ team X-Force ලගේ පැත්තට බරටම අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලිම X-Force ලව down and out කරගන්න සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම compound එක පැත්තට යන ගමන් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලිම FRS Rosen surviving එක maintain කරගෙන ඉන්නවා. ඉන්න position එකත් එක්ක survive වෙලා ටිකක් වෙලා ඉන්න පුළුවන් වගේ තමයි බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. මොකද compound එක හරියටම check කරගන්න එහෙම නැත්නම් මේ compound එක තුලදී අපෝනෝ හොයන වැඩේ හරියට සාර්ථක වුණේ නැති ආකාරය බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. එකත් අපිට පේනවා දැන් කෙලිම third floor එක පුරාවට මෙහෙට දුවන ගමන් රෝසන්ව හොයන ගමන් තමයි ඉන්නේ. ඉතින් බලමු මොකද කරගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ කියලා. ටොමී මේ වෙලාවේ මං හිතනවා අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම attention එක ගත්තොත් survive එක පොඩ්ඩක් maintain කරගන්න සහ ඒ වගේම මේ fight එකේ attention එක වෙන පැත්තකට යාවි කියන එකට තාමත් ගන්න chance එකක් වෙන්නේ. first knock එක ගන්න මේ පැත්තේ second knock එක ගන්න. oh my god 1v3 what the hell guys. OMG 1v3 situation එකක් ගන්නවා මේ පැත්තෙන්. ඒකත් එක්කම කෙලිම Eternal eSports මං හිතන්නේ අද දවස් අනිවාර්යෙන්ම අමතක නොකරાવી කියලා අපිට සක්සු දක්ෂේ කියන්න පුළුවන්. රෝසන්ගේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලිම එක දිගට 12k shots ගියා විතරයි. මං හිතන්නේ සමහරුන්ට මේ වෙලාවේ කියාගත අපි කියන්නේ එක සමහර වෙලාවලට අම්මෝ කියන වචනේ කියවෙනවා. මොකද ඒ තරමටම අදහ ගන්න බැරි විදිහේ 1v3 situation එකක් තමයි මේ පැත්තෙන් ගන්නේ. team X-Force Rosen මේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලින්ම සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම Eternal ලගේ අපිට බලාගෙන පුළුවන් බලය බින්දලා දාලා තියෙන එකත් එක මෙන්න grenade එක එනවා. ටොමීගේ grenade එකත් එක ගොඩක් දේවල් වෙනස් වෙන්න කඩ තියෙනවා. මෙන්න shots ටික fire කර ගන්නවා. ටොමී final kill point එක secure කර ගන්නවත් එක්කම Rosenවත් මේ පැත්තේ back to lobby වෙලා යනවා. ඉතින් කීර්ති දෙන්නා අපමන්ගේ පැත්තෙන් කරන්න ඕනේ වැඩ කටයුත්ත කරලා මං හිතන්නේ down and out වෙලා ගියා. එකත් එකම X-Force ලා මේ පැත්තෙන් kill points හතරම secure කර ගන්නවා. රෝසන්ගේ සුපිරිම 1v3 situation එකත් එක්ක අපි යන්නේ දැන් කෙලිම TLQ eSports වගේ පැත්තට. මෙන්න Victory X versus TLQ battlefield එක start වෙලා තියෙන. ස්ලාන් ඉන්නවා මේ පැත්තෙන්. එකත් එක්කම අනිත් පැත්තෙන් කෙලිම scout තමයි සමහරවල් අස්ලාන් තමයි last man විදියට surviving එක maintain කරගෙන ඉන්න පැත්‍රෝ කරකට බලා ගන්න plan. Soul eSports මේ පැත්තෙන් third party action එකක් ගන්නවත් එක්කම පැන්ඩාගේ surviving එක තව දුරටත් maintain කරගන්න අවකාශයක් ලැබිලා තියෙනවා. බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් අස්ලාන්ට තියෙන්නේ මේ 1v2 situation එක capitalize කරගන්න විතරයි guys. ඉතින් බලමු capitalize කරගන්න පුළුවන් වේවිද කියලා. මේ පැත්තෙන් අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් grenade කීපයක්ම throw කරලා තියෙනවා. කෙලින්ම Victory X eSports ගේ පැත්තට අතර වාරේ තාබිෂෝ කෙලින්ම down කළා දා ගන්නවා. Lucifer නි පැත්තෙන් තවත් knock එකක් ගන්නවා. කෙලින්ම TM7 ගේ පැත්තට තමයි attack එක start කරලා තියෙන්නේ. Star R ඉන්නවා. ඒ වගේම VE Drax ඉන්නවා. අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. අපි බලමු guys කවුද මෙතන දැන් 1v2 situation එක සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම 1v2 situation එක දැන් 2v2 situation එකට පරිවර්තන වෙලා තියෙන. grenade keep throw කර ගන්න මේ පැත්තෙන් panda grenade එක throw කරලා තියෙන්නේ. but connection එන්නේ නැහැ. ඒකත් එක්කම Soul eSports left side corner එක පැත්තෙන් කෙලිම Victory X වගේ පැත්තට ලොකු pressure එකක් නිර්මාණය කරන්නේ. Aslan grenade එක connect කර ගන්නවා. මේ වෙලාවේ Drax lead up වෙනකම තමයි තියෙන්නේ. kill point එක secure කර ගන්නවා. එකත් එක්කම තවත් grenade keep throw කරන තමයි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. Soul Mythic ගේ පැත්තෙන් ලස්සන shots ටිකක් fire වෙලා මේ වෙලාවේ Aslanවත් knock down වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. මං හිතන්නේ මේ වෙලාවේ Soul eSports වල තමයි වැඩිම වාසි මේ battlefield එකේ. මොකද සම්පූර්ණ open area එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් මේ සම්පූර්ණ open area එකේ ලොකු advantage එකක් තියෙනවා එළියේ ඉන්න teams වලට මේ ඇතුළේ ඉන්න teams වල kill points ටික secure කරගන්න. අතර වාරේ Omega knock down එක ගන්න මේ පැත්තෙන් WP එහෙම නැත්නම් වෙද පප්ලගේ team එක තමයි කෙලින්ම focus කරගෙන තියෙන්නේ. මෙන්න shot fast ටික ගන්න මේ පැත්තේ. එකත් අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් Star R මං හිතන්නේ මේ වෙලාවේ දෙලවක් අතර තනි වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. TLQ ලගේ pressure එක ඒවිද නැත්නම් Soul eSports ලගේ පැත්තෙන් pressure එක ඒවිද. grenade එකක් එනවා මේ පැත්තේ. first knock එක pick කර ගන්න මේ වෙලාවේ ලස්සන grenade එකක් second grenade එකත් එක්කම මේ වෙලාවේ behind the scenes shots ටික Saul ලුම්ගේ පැත්තෙන් තමයි අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් එකත් එක්කම Victory X Esports ලව මේ විදිහට back to lobby වෙලා යනවා එකත් එක්කම TLQ Esports ගේ මේ වෙලාවේ තාමත් slant surviving එක mention කරගෙන තමයි ඉන්නේ laser දෙන්නේ catch කර ගන්නවා මේ පැත්තෙන් එකත් එක්කම third player යනවා මේ වෙලාවේ ලස්සන area shots එකක් ගන්නවා මේ වෙලාවේ 1v2 situation එක oh my goodness Soul Esports ලගේ last man මං හිතන්නේ අස්ලාන්ගේ හෙල්ත් එක තව 10% or 20% වගේ තිබුණා නම් නිසක වශයෙන් 1v4 එකක් මේ වෙලාවේ අස්ලාන්ගේ පැත්තේ බලා ගන්න තිබ්බයි මේ වෙලාවේ behind the scenes shots ටික Soul ලුම්ගේ පැත්තෙන් තමයි අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් එකත් එක්කම Victory X Esports ලව මේ විදිහට back to lobby වෙලා යනවා එකත් එක්කම TLQ Esports ගේ මේ වෙලාවේ තාමත් එකත් එක්කම සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම ප්ලේයර්ස්ලා දෙන්නගෙම කනෙක්ට් වෙච්ච ප්‍රමාණය ඉතාමත්ම අවම ප්‍රමාණයකින් තමයි බුලට් කනෙක්ට් වුනේ එකත් එක්කම අස්ලාන්ගේ මීළඟ ගොදුර දැහැ ගැනීමේදී තමයි අර එක්කෙනෙක් පිටිපස්සේ එක්කෙනෙක් කියන්නේ අර man to man cover කරන පොසිෂන් එකක හිටියේ නොඑසෙන්නට නොඑන්නට අනිවාර්යෙන් මේ 1v4 එක අපි කියන්නේ පැහැදිලි 1v4 එකක් තිබුණා එතන එකත් එක්කම හිතන අස්ලාන් ඉතාමත්ම ප්‍රගුණ දැන් අපි දෙවෙනා කෙලින්ම අත්දැකීම් එක්ක ඔහු ඉතාමත්ම භයානක ක්‍රීඩකයෙක් බවට පරිවර්තන වෙලා තියෙන එකත් එක්කම මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලින්ම MAKPENලා තමයි සර්කල් එකේ සෙන්ට් එක පැත්තට මූව් වෙලා තියෙන හොඳ ස්ප්ලිට් එකක් එක්ක ඒ වගේම Vermilion Esports වත් මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලින්ම සර්කල් එකේ හොඳ පොසිෂන් එකක ඉන්නවා සහ ට්‍රක් ස්ටොප් සවුත් ඒරියා එක පැත්තෙන් කවුරුවත් තාමත් සර්කල් එක පැත්තට මූව් වෙලා නැහැ ඉතින් මේකත් එක්ක ඔපචුනිටි එකක් තියෙනවා මේ වෙලාවේ අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් BBsලාට ෂේප් එකේ සර්කල් එකේ හොඳ පොසිෂන් එකකට මූව් ඉතින් මේකත් එක්කම අපි යන්නේ සූදානම් වෙන ජේලෝගේ පැත්තට අපි ජේලෝගේ පැත්තට ගිහිල්ලා බලමු මොකද විස්තරය කියලා
So thank you very much, Fury. Now moving straight on to ISSL's POV. Over here, Lucifer trying to get a couple of knocks as well. But however, the spray does connect to Horse, Casper, as well as Mini trying to take out Mizen as well. And we can see last two men standing for Team RCs would be Tun getting a couple of sprays over here as well by Zoom. However, I don't think they have the opportunity to revive their teammates in time given that it is completely out in the open as well. However, Tun does comes in for team members' help. So let's see guys, meanwhile we can see MAKPEN's over here taking the fight against Team SX. We can see Pasta has been eliminated. Now Pasta was the powerhouse in the previous match. Unfortunately guys, he has been taken out. So let's see if the rest of the three powerhouses would be able to give us a show between amongst SX. We can see X's have a beautiful coverage over here, a beautiful split as well, so that enables them to kind of have the perfect shots at its opponent. I think MAKPENs are kind of falling ahead to more safety and a beautiful location that they would be able to allocate. However, down goes one of their members. The last two members standing for MAKPEN, obviously, unless of course a rush comes in, and with that guys, Team RCs have been eliminated. I think even though that they were able to survive from ISSLs, unfortunately they were caught into the hands of VG. So VG is leading with 2 eliminations so far. And Mini guys will be going ahead with 4MEs taking out Drax as well. So let's see guys, Doc will be leading with 2 eliminations so far, but that is very that is up to the time constraint that they'll be having, guys, because they will be leading straight onto another team's layer as well. So we can see SUPERX is over here, SX is leading with 2 eliminations as well, and we're down to 13 teams and just 37 remaining as we close in to stage 4 in about 54 seconds left. So I think SXs would most possibly get into fight GGs, of course, if they happen to move towards track sport. But we can see FS is over here. Sorry, my bad guys. Vanguard's esports, VG Moto over here. However, Slayer is not alive with them, so it's just a 3-man power that will be leading straight on to the next zone. Now mind you, we're still in stage 3, stage 4, so the zone isn't going to be critically damaging, but the minute we hit into stage 5, that's when you really need to kind of be aware, very vigilant about your surrounding, your placement as well, because that is well known for its critical damaging factors. Now we can see 4MEs most possibly might go ahead between a fight between VGs over here. Let's see, guys, who would be able to get the first knock amongst the fight that's about to happen over here. I think Mottu, the solo man, standing so far with his rest of the teammates right behind him. So Mottu will be leading the fight. I think he might most possibly be the fragger, given that he was able to take the stuns over here. So Eddie taking out Super Sub over here. I think SXs are going ahead with TM7s right now. Now TM7s will still leading with 8 eliminations so far. We can see EQZs will be taking out MAKPENs, and 4MEs get the first 2 knocks against VG. So last man standing will be Mottu himself. Let's see if Mottu would be able to give us a 1v1 between 4ME's Johnny over here. And here it is, guys, the fight has begun. Let's see if it would be Mottu or would it be Johnny. The fights are happening surreal, but here comes 4ME's back up as well, guys. So Johnny, however, still needs to get the 1v1. If not, that will be the end for him. And there you have it, guys. Johnny in his last quarter of HP as well. Let's see, guys. Mottu now goes up, but that is gonna be very it's not gonna be good look. It's not gonna look good on him. And meanwhile, guys, Team VG has been eliminated in the 13th position, and we're down to 12 teams and 33 remaining. So 4MEs will be having the revive over here. MAKPEN's last 2 men standing. Onku and Rins will be taking the fight against EQZs over here, guys. Revo moving deliberately all the way towards up, straight ahead at Onku. I'm so sorry, the names are super confusing to pronounce over here. So let's see, guys. Revo versus Onku it is. Meanwhile, the rest of the EQZ team comes for his support, and most definitely, guys, here it is, guys, trying to take the 1v1, and beautiful shot over here by Onku, and that is not even an S12K, just a normal barrel shotgun. Are you kidding me? And with that, he was able to get the first elimination point for Team MAKPEN. So it's gonna be a 3-man power for EQZs, and they're gonna go ahead with MAKPEN solo man over here. So Rins has been taken out, which I wasn't able to give a clear overview into, because even I did not notice of that happening. So it's gonna be a 3v1 or it's gonna be a 1v3 situation. Now let's see who would be able to survive the lands of Minars. Would it be Team MAKPEN solo man, or would it be the 3-man power of EQZs? So as you can see, guys, Souls will be having the fight against GGs over here, and 4MEs as well. This is gonna be a heated battle over here, guys. I think 4MEs were able to get one of the knocks against GGs, and down goes one of the 4MEs members as well. I think Lucifer, a 4th party over here. The beautiful mini 14 shots. Meanwhile, guys, 4ME's situation doesn't look good, because they were able to secure 6 eliminations early on itself, but it's just 2 men standing for the team. So let's see, guys, Team GG's, Team ISSL's, Team Lons, 4ME's, all at truck stop. It's gonna be a hectic battle over here, guys. Let's see who would be able to take the lead away. Mind you, we're still leading with 12 teams, and we are heading towards the 6th zone as well. I think Rappa isn't aware exactly where GG's Athena is over here, and down goes Athena over here by 4ME's Doc. I think she wasn't really aware as to the other member of 4ME was exactly at. So with that, guys, we are still stagnant with 12 teams. However, the remaining count lowers every second, and now we are currently with 27 remaining. So let's give a POV into Fury. I think Fury is standing on the top of the mountains, and he has binoculars as well, so that would give us a better opportunity to see what's happening on the mountains above.
Yeah, thank you very much Yelo. එකත් එක්ක crucial time එක තමයි මේ වෙලාවේ අපි ඉන්නේ සහ මමත් ඉන්නේ. එකත් එක්ක බලමු මොනවගේ දෙයක් කරගන්න පුළුවන් වේවිද කියලා. ක්‍රිෂ් මේ පැත්තෙන් ලස්සන knock එකක් pick කරගන්නවා. එකත් එක්කම MAKPEN eSports තමයි මේ වෙලාවේ TQ ලගේ next target එක වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. එකත් එක්ක අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ වෙලාවේ MAKPEN eSports ව back to lobby කරලා දා ගන්නත් එක්කම kill points ටික secure කරගන්නවා මේ වෙලාවේ EQZ ලා. එකත් එක්ක අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් Nostra සහ Wiki තමයි last two players ලා විදිහට Vermilion eSports ලගේ ඉතිරි වෙලා තියෙන. එකත් එක්ක මේ වෙලාවේ left side corner එක පැත්තෙන් teams දෙකක් ඉන්නවා කෙලින්ම පැහැදිලිවම WP එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට වෙද පප්පලගේ team එක තමයි බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ සහ right side එක පැත්තෙන් අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් already කෙලින්ම මේ වෙලාවේ Beauty and Gangsters squad එකේ ඉන්න එක තමයි අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් කෙලින්ම Nostra යන කෙලින්ම Beauty and Gangsters ලගේ පැත්තට තමයි මේ වෙලාවේ යන්නේ එකත් එක්කම short fast එකක් ගන්න මේ වෙලාව හොඳ opportunity එකක් තියෙනවා කෙලින්ම knock එක pick කර ගන්න first knock එක pick කර ගන්න Nostra and second knock එක තමයි ගන්න බලාපොරොත්තුව chance එක මේ වෙලාවේ ලොකු ප්‍රමාණයක් තිබුණා එකත් එක්කම Wiki ගේ backup එකත් එක්ක මේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලින්ම back to lobby කළා දාගනවා Beauty and Gangsters ඒ වගේම අනිත් පැත්තෙන් TM7 eSports ලව back to lobby වෙලා යනවත් එක්කම top 8 teams වලට battlefield එක මේ වෙලාවේ convert වෙලා තිනවා අනිත් පැත්තේ කෙලිම ISSL squad එක එක දිගටම අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් super 6 ලගේ පැත්තට pressure කරලා තිනවා grenade සමගින් එකත් එක්කම knockdown keep එක මේ වෙලාව බලා ගන්න chance එකක් හම්බුනා එකත් එක්කම මේක knockdown කර ගන්න මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලිම mini front එක පැත්තට ගිහලා push කරලා start කර ගන්න කෙලිම kill points ටික secure කර ගන්න knock එක ගන්න මේ පැත්තෙන් GB තමයි down කරගන්නේ Revo ගේ shots ටිකත් එක්ක මෙන්න front එක පැත්තෙන් Revo ඉන්න කෙලිම shots එක fire කර ගන්නවා then කෙලිම down කළා දානවා mini වත් ඒකත් එක්කම Lucifer last man standing for the teams විදිහට තමයි මේ වෙලාවේ බලා ගන්න chance එකක් හම්බෙන්නේ හැම පැත්තෙම spray එනවා මේ වෙලාවේ Luciferගේ පැත්තට Lucifer කෙලිම දැන් මේ වෙලාවේ smokes through පොඩි cover එකක තමයි surviving එක maintain කරගෙන ඉන්නේ කාගේ පැත්තට chicken එක secure වේද කියන ප්‍රශ්නාර්ථය සෑම වෙලාවකම එන්නම තීව්‍ර වෙනවා තියුණු වෙනවා ඒකත් එක්කම අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් GG Shonosගේ පැත්තෙන් ලස්සන knockdown keep එකක් kill points එක secure වෙනත් එක්කම වෙද පප්පලගේ team එක attack එක start කරලා තිනවා EQC play කෙනෙක් තමයි කෙලිම පළවෙනි target එක විදිහට දැහැ ගන්න මේ වෙලාවේ එකත් එක්කම circle එක start වෙලා තියෙනවා මේ වෙලාවේ stage number 6 එක convert වෙන 7 බවට බලමු මේකත් එක්ක මොන වගේ දෙයක් කරගන්න පුළුවන් වේවිද කියලා top 7 ඉන්නවා මේ පැත්තේ සමහර top 11 players ඒ වගේම top 5 teams තමයි බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ grenade keep එක throw කර ගන්නවා මේ වෙලාවේ right side corner එක පැත්තට සහ circle එක move වෙලා තියෙනවා එකත් එක්කම vehicle ටික අරගෙන මෙන්න front එක පැත්තට move වෙන ගමන් තමයි EQC eSports ඉන්නේ අතර වාරය අපිට පේනවා කියලා short fast එක Lucifer ගේ පැත්තෙන් Revo pick කර ගන්නවා මේ වෙලාවේ first knock එක විතර second knock එක pick කර ගන්නවා මේ වෙලාවේ කියලා Lucifer T4 down කළා තා ගන්නවා මම හිතන්නේ crash කරලා kill point එක secure කර ගන්න ගියේ but no chance from Lucifer means යක්ෂයා අපි දන්නා කෙලිම මේ වෙලාවේ Lucifer කියලා කියන්නේ මේ වෙද්දි ඉන්න භයානකම තරඟකරුවා නැත්නම් භයානකම player මේ map එක තුල ඊයේ දවසේදී සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම දෙවනත් කරන්නට සමත් වුණා මුළු map තුනම ඒකත් එක්කම අද දවසේදී ඔහු ඉතාමත්ම ප්‍රබල ගණේ ක්‍රීඩකෙක් විදිහට ඉන්නවා ඒකත් එක්කම ISSL squad එක තමයි down වෙන්නේ 4MB ඉන්නවා මේ පැත්තෙන් surviving right side corner එක පැත්තෙන් ඒ වගේම Nostra සහ Wiki තාමත් surviving එක maintain කරගෙන යන ගමන් තමයි තියෙන්නේ එකත් එක්ක වැඩි ප්‍රමාණයක් මේ වෙලාවේ chicken dinner එකේ අයිතිවාසිකම් අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ team වෙද පප්පලගේ පැත්තෙන් මෙන්න grenade keep එක throw කර ගන්නවා first knock එක pick කර ගන්නවා අතකම second knock එකත් pick කර ගන්නවා මේ වෙලාව star boy ගේ shots ටිකත් එක්ක මෙන්න දැන් සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම battlefield එක නිහඬ කරලා තියෙන්නේ battlefield එකේ දැන් අර දෙපැත්තට බෙදාගෙන තිනවා බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් chicken dinner එක මැද එකත් එක්කම chicken dinner එක මැද තියේදී අපිට පේනවා කෙලින්ම මේ වෙලාවේ VE ISSLxNRC එක අන්තයේ අපිට බලන්න team වෙද පප්පා මේ වෙලාවේ තමන්ගේ surviving portions දෙක නැත්නම් තමන්ගේ බල කඳුරු දෙක තුල ඉන්න එකත් අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ පැත්තේ කෙලිම vermilion esports ලා start කරන්න පොඩක් උත්සාහ කරා මේ වෙලාවේ front එකට ගිහිල්ලා බැලුවා මොන හරි දෙයක් කරගන්න පුළුවන් වේද කියලා first knock එක pick කර ගැනීමත් එක්ක නමුත් තවමත් WP එහෙම නැත්නම් වෙද පප්පලගේ පැත්තට තමයි man power advantage එක තියෙන rotation එක කරන left side corner එක පැත්තට එකත් අපිට පේනවා Nostra සහ Wiki මේ වෙලාවේ පොඩක් නොසන්සුන් තත්වයකට තමයි පත් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ ඒක වේ පප්පලා එන්න මේගොල්ලන්ගේ potential එකෙම නැත්නම් මේ වෙලාවේ circle එක පැත්තේ වැඩි භූමි භාගයක් අත්පත් කරගෙන ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා front එක පැත්තට මෙන්න out of the circle ඉන්නේ damage එකත් එක මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලිම crucial time එකක් නිමාව knock down වෙනවා වේද පප්පලාගේ team එක මේ වෙලාවේ සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම මං හිතන්නේ crucial time එකෙම නැත්නම් මේ වෙද්දී ගෙවන්න තියෙන අමාරුම තප්පර කීපය තමයි ගෙවන ගමන් ඉන්නේ star boy ඒ වගේම oscar මේ වෙලාවේ damage වෙලා තියෙනවා අපිට බලාගෙන plan circle එක පැත්තකින් මේ වෙලාවේ තර්ජනාත්මක විදියට තමන්ව පසු කර යද්දී vermilion esports advantage එක ලබාගෙන star boy last man විතර back to lobby කළා දාගන්නවා මේ පැත්තෙන් VE ISSLxNRC අද දවසේදී second match එකේ නොසිතු විරු ජයග්‍රහණයකට පාර කපා ගන්නවා මේ පැත්තෙන් well played congratulations it's gonna be another winner chicken dinner for VE ISSLxNRC Jello.
Alright, so a beautiful start for Team VEs with securing the second chicken dinner. Let's move straight on to the stats, which everyone is eagerly waiting for. Alright, so let's give it up for Team VE Esports. We got Dima, we got Chris, we also got Vicky as well as Nostra. So these four were able to lead for the second match's chicken dinner. Now let's move straight on to the winning team stats individually. Alright, so here you have it, guys. Your winning team stats individual wise. We got Nostra with 3 eliminations, Vicky with 5 eliminations, and Chris leading with 1 eliminations. However, Dima was not able to secure an elimination so far. But we do have 3 matches left out to be played, so Dima would be able to definitely keep up with the same momentum when it comes to securing eliminations. But moving forward on to your match summary, guys, we got 74 eliminations, 74 knockouts, 9,322 total healings, 9 grenade eliminations, 40 assists, and 1 vehicle eliminations. So this is the match summary so far. Let's move straight on to your next stat. Right, so the head-to-head comparison between hashtag 1 and hashtag 2, 1289 damage, 8 knocks, 9 eliminations, that leads up to 19 points for Team VE. 1514 damage, 7 knocks, 9 eliminations, and that leads up to 14 points for Team 4ME. I think even previously both teams had the equivalent amounts of eliminations, and same time again we had the same equivalent amounts of eliminations. So let's give it up for your most valuable player over here, guys. ISSL's Lucifer, keeping up with the same momentum that he had previously with 5 eliminations, 1000 damage, 3 assists, 7 knocks, and 218 healings. Well done, GG's, and well played. Moving on to our next stat, guys, let's move straight on to your top players for match 2. Hashtag 5, we got Eddie with 4 eliminations, Vicky with 5 eliminations, Luzum with 4 eliminations, and Doc with 6 eliminations, and Lucifer with 5 eliminations. So these are your top players so far for match 2. Now let's move on to your match rankings, guys. Let's start off from 20 itself. We got Rising Champions, XMAN, GONDOR with 0 points, BBxAZ MAKPENs with 1 point each, VE ISSLxNRC along with SUPERX and Vanguards with 2 points, Eternal Esports, PRX and TL Sports with 3 points, X4s along with GG's 4 points, Sons of Lawns with 7 and Team WEDHA PAPPA with 9. TM7 stands with 9 points and LFEQZs with 10 points. Hashtag 3 stands ISSLNRCs with 13 points. And hashtag 2 stands 4MEs with 14 points. And hashtag 1 stands VE with total of 19 total points. So this is your match rankings for match 2. Now for your overall standings, I will cordially invite upon Fury. Fury, over to you, Fury.
Thank you very much, Jello. And let's go for the overall standings. After 2 matches, we are going to present you the overall standings of 4ME IPL Season 2. Guys, we are starting with the 20 XMAN 0. You can see that the 19th position goes for RC 1, BXG got 2, Spears got 3, SX got 4, and BB the Shields got 4, XF got 5, VG got 6, and also Eternals got 7, Victory X Esports got 7, and 8 for the Soul Esports, and where the PAPPA got 9, 10 for the TM7s. Gondor have 12, MAKPEN Esports little bit stuck in already after the second match, and 15 total points goes for MAKPEN Esports, and TL Kiv got 16 for ME. Wow, what a comeback. 18 total points after 2 matches, and Vermilion Esports got 25 points, and they got the third position now, and holding the second position, it's going to be EQC Esports with 27 total points, and also still holding their hashtag number 1 after 2 matches. It's got to be Sri Lankan representing ISSLxNRC with 1 chicken dinner. They secured 35 total points. It means averagely 70.5 per match, guys. Well played, ISSLxNRC. Keep the momentum up, and maybe the first day Last lap, it's going to be ISSLxNRC, maybe. Okay, guys, let's see. And we are going for the overall top player list. We can see that MAKPEN got the hashtag number 5 with 6 finishers, and also hashtag number 4 representing NRC Doom, and he's got 5 finishers. Yep, 5 finishers. And also hashtag number 3, it's going to be Revo EQZ with 7 finishers, and hashtag number 2, it's going to be 4ME Doc. He's got 8 finishers. Well played. And also, everyone knows, and Sri Lankan well known, who's gonna be the MVP in these days with the peak, guys. Again, we can see after 2 matches, it's gonna be all about Lucifer. So hashtag number 1, it's ISSLX Lucifer with 10 finishers, guys. Lucifer on fire. Lucifer means demon, and he is on the way for the 3rd match as well as 2. So these are the today's matches. We can see Erangel starting with ISSLxNRC. They got 22 total points, and the second one, huge movement for the Vermilion Esports after securing their first chicken dinner in the second match, and they got total 19 points. Nostra and Vicky done the job for the Vermilion Esports. So you know that match number 3, it's gonna be again small experience for you guys, because already lots of people know what's happened in the Rondo. So Jello, really, what's going on with the Rondo? What do you have?
Well, so Rondo is obviously my favorite map out there, guys. I think mostly because of the opportunity to recall. You have the option of recalling your team members, so that's a plus point when it comes to Rondo. So we definitely saw how the first 2 maps concluded, how the first match was devoured over there by ISSLs, and how the second match was completely conquered by VEs, and how, Lucifer was able to stay ahead of the game with, continuous momentum throughout. Now let's see if he would be able to keep up with the same momentum as we lead on to Rondo, or if ISSLs or VEs would be able to keep up with the same rhythm that they had in the previous matches as we lead on to Rondo. But before we head straight on to Rondo, guys, we will be taking a short, quick break. Isn't that right, Fury?
Definitely, we need a break, guys. We need to refresh. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go back with again 4ME IPL Season 2. And the most experienced lady in here about Rondo. So, why we didn't give a chance for JLo to explain the Rondo whole everything. JLo.
Everything. Okay. Well, to start off with, guys, obviously Ronda is, like I said, my favorite map of any time, any day. So, with the opportunity for all of our team members to have the recall option, so that's going to give them more time to kind of, play very aggressive towards the beginning and then towards the end, perhaps, score a couple of placement points. So, as you can see, recalls are literally everywhere, guys. Every minute, everywhere you look into, there's a green tiny heart representing you can recall your team member there. So right, guys, we can see all of the teams will be
Are we
heading
talk about
straight into.
Afterlife?
I mean, technically, yeah, right. You get like 2 lives in Rondo. Afterlife is gonna be your last life, by the way. Right, so we can see a couple of teams are heading straight onto their locations already. ISSLs most possibly might get into a fight with VXs. Now, guys, the strategy over here is to kind of play it very aggressively towards, in the beginning itself, meanwhile making sure that one of your members is able to recall the team. And the rest of the 3 members obviously straight on to fight. Right, so guys, we can see, I think, most possibly the first fight will be happening in Ryan as well as in Mehran as well. About 3 teams will be heading to Mehran, and we got a couple of teams that will be going to Yeonggu as well. Still the teams are heading towards their locations, guys. So let's see. Over here we can see VE ISSPORTS will most possibly get into a head-on-to-head first battle between, I believe it should be VGs. So let's see. Would it be Team VEs or would it be Team VGs? Be able to get the first knock, and as you can see, guys, LFEQZs have taken the first knock over here, and Omega is in a really bad situation as well, given that he's out in the open. So let's see, guys, EQZs versus BXGs versus Souls is the battle that's gonna happen over here, guys. Soul Go taking out Omega just as predicted. So fearless, guys, because we do have the opportunity to recall your team members. I believe in this opportunity, I think it would be, and down goes Revo as well. So Storm, last man stand, the last man standing, given that Tifu has gone to a different location to recall his team member. Let's see, guys, Storm over here trying to get a couple of eliminations, and we can see Omega has been knocked out and completely wiped off as well. Meanwhile, Mythic takes out Death as well. Right, so Soul's on fire over here, guys, taking out Storm as well. And so Tifu moves on to a completely different location, taking the advantage of, to recall. So BXG is over here trying to recall his 2 members as well. Right, so we can see Eternal Esports going against with GGs and VEs over here between FGs. Righto, so let's see, guys, VEs versus FGs, who would it be? And we can see TLQs taking out XF's Batman. So I think X Forces will be having the fight as well between TLQs. The Tabs was able to secure the elimination. I think TLQs are literally ambushing Team X Forces, as you can see. Let's see, guys, a couple of grenades, a couple of molotovs been thrown over here. We can see Vicky has been knocked out as well. Let's see if they would be able to confirm Vicky though. However, Dima will be having to take the 1v1 between among Slayer. Let's see, guys, Dima or versus Slayer, and here comes the second member of VGs as well. So we can see Vicky has been completely taken out, and Nostra taking out Slayer, and Dima being taken out over here, guys. Last 2 men standing for Team V's would be Chris and Nostra himself. I think Nostra will be taking the opportunity to recall his team member. Meanwhile, Chris might need to take the fight out here, guys. We can see Dima being completely taken out, and meanwhile we can see Scout over here in his last HP as well. TLQ's ambushing Team X Forces, making sure that they don't have any possibilities of going away from their Hawks hawk-eyed locations. So we can see over here, guys, last man standing for GG would be Senos himself. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to recall his team members, if I'm not mistaken. My bad, guys. There's two members already. We got Luddy as well as Senos over here. So here it is, guys. Senos might have to take the 1v1, and unfortunately, behind him the entire family of Eternal Esports comes, guys, and with that they were able to secure Senos. I think Senos wasn't really averse, it would have happened to him, because neither was I. It was so unexpected. I didn't really expect the whole family to come behind him. Alright, so VE Esports over here still, trying to hold it, making sure that they would be in a safe position before they recall their team members. I believe Chris will be doing the favors for his team. Meanwhile, BBxAZ will be having the fight between souls. I think Fury will be able to give us a better POV, given that he has currently climbed onto top of a tree. There's so many trees in the map of Rondo, and Fury is the tree climbing expert. So Fury, back to you. Give us your POV from there.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I am the tree climber, and you will stay with comfortably. Okay, I'm going for the tier Q side. So guys, tabs මේ පැත්තේ knock down එකක් ගන්නවා. ඒකත් එක්ක අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ වෙලාවේ tabs ගේ knock down එක මම හිතන්නේ kill confirmation එකකට පරිවර්තනය කරන ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඇති කියලා හිතනවා. ඊට කඩ ප්‍රස්තාව එකත් එක්ක මේ වෙලාවේ අපිට Vermilion Esports ගේ පැත්තෙන් ටිකක් bad news තමයි අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. මොකද Nostrawවත් knock down වෙලා යනවා. ඒකත් එක්කම Vickyවත් down කරගන්න මේ වෙලාවේ S12K shots ටිකක් එක්කම last man වගේ ඉන්න බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් ජීම තමයි මේ පැත්තෙන් ඉන්නේ ස්ට්‍රෝකේෂන්ස් කීපයක් ගන්නවා මේ පැත්තෙන් Vanguard official මේ වෙලාවේ start කරපු business එක ලස්සන්ට complete කළා දා ගන්නවා මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලින්ම 5 eliminations වලට reach වෙලා තියෙන එකත් එක්කම මම හිතන්නේ ඩීම මේ වෙලාවේ මට ගාගෙන යනවා කෙලින්ම තමන්ගේ teammates එම නැත්තම් last man වෙච්ච ක්‍රිෂ් ගේ පැත්තට හැබැයි මම හිතන්නේ නෑ Vanguard officials ලා මේ දේ වෙන්න ඉඩ දේවි කියලා එකත් එක්ක අපිට පේනවා Vanguard ලා දැන් last two players ලාට තමයින් last two players වලට down වෙලා තියෙන එකත් එක්කම දීනා මේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලින්ම kill point එකක් විදිහට secure කරගනිද්දී අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ වෙලාවේ ක්‍රිෂ්ට සිද්ධ වෙනවා තා පොඩි වෙලාවක් නිහඬව ඉඳලා recall option එක ගැන බලන්න. ඉතින් ඒකත් එක්ක අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් දැන් කෙලින්ම team වේද පාපා මේ වෙලාවේ already ඉමාව knock down ලා තිනවා. ASIA Star Boys house එක තමයි මේ පැත්තෙන් බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. WP ලා WEDHA ඒකත් එක්කම team with the PAPPA ගත්තොත් එම්ම හිතන්නේ මේ වෙදි kill point එකක් secure කරගෙන තිබුණා. ඒකත් එක්කම මේ වෙලාවේ Victory X ලගේ පැත්තේ kill point එකක් secure කරගෙන ඉන්නේ. Shimi තමයි පළවෙනි kill point එක secure කරන් තියෙන්නේ. ඒ වගේම අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ පැත්තෙන් Charm Star R වගේම Shimi සහ Oscar මේ වෙලාවේ ලස්සනට තමන්ගේ මම හිතන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ අර වැඩ කඩුත් එමෙ තම ස්පීඩ් එක මේ වෙලාවේ හොඳට නිර්මාණය කරගෙන front එකට continue කරගෙන යන ගමන් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. හැබැයි ඒගොල්ලන් අර හිත ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ drop cash එකත් එක ගන්න හැකියාවක් ලැබිලා නැහැ. ඒ වගේම stage number 1 එක තව තප්පර 50කුත් විනාඩි 3ක ඉක්ුත් වීමෙන් අනතුරුව stage number 2 එක බවට පරිවර්තනය වෙයි. මම හිතන්නේ මේක පොඩ්ඩක් අර stage වලින් පොඩ එහාට යන්න ඉක්මනට circle move වෙනවා. ඉක්මනින් circle එක එනවා. ඉතින් ඒ හින්දා මම හිතන්නේ circle එක පැත්තට ගිහිල්ලා battlefield එක නිර්මාණය කරගන්න එක තමයි වැඩිපුරම වාසිදායක තත්වයක් බවට පරිවර්තනය වෙන කණ්ඩායම් වල විශේෂයෙන් මතක් කරන්න out of the circle damage එක stage එක එන්නම ඉස්සරහට යනකොට damage එකත් එන්නම වැඩි වෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒකත් එක්ක අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලින්ම last man BBxAZ ලගේ නැත්නම් Beauty and Gangsters ලගේ last man මේ වෙලාවේ හොයාගන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. ඉතින් risk එකක් ගන්නෙ නැහැ මේ වෙලාවේ opposite team එක. ඒකත් එක්කම shape එකේ මෙයාව දාලා ඒගොල්ලෝ යනවා කෙලින්ම අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ඊළඟ plan එක execute කරන්න. guys බලමු මොනවගේ දෙයක් කරගන්න පුළුවන් වේවිද කියලා. Soul Esports ඉන්න මේ පැත්තෙන් with 4 eliminations we can see there 4 players still alive in the game and there are still searching, they are still hoping that they can that they were able to secure 4 eliminations, but that's not enough for their sides. And also we can see that somehow VE Krish stay holding his position, and this is gonna be very dangerous for the Vanguard officials. You can see the view, you can see where Krish now holding here. If they're trying to take the recall, I think that's gonna be the end of Vanguard. Vanguard officials. So we can see that they're not moving to the recall tower directly, and Krish may be ready for the battlefield, smoking the area, and they are using their IQ as well as got some couple of extra their shots. Now we can see Krish already identify, and down goes VE. Last hope. It's gonna be Krish time. So Vermilion Esports already eliminated from the Rondo map, guys. We can see Vanguard officials somehow able to secure 4 of the eliminations against the Vermilion Esports, and we are down to the last 19 team. It means that Vermilion Esports and BBxAZ, they are the two teams that wiping down early in the Rondo match. So we can see that here give they're holding the corner. It means Aslan, and also we can see that Doom giving some informations and having some information with the conversation with Jimmy. Yeah, we can see it, and Aslan waiting in the compound right now. So අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලිම Aslan මං හිතන්නේ හොඳ හෝල්ඩ් එකේ තමයි ස්කවුට් මේ පැත්තේ knock down එකක් ගන්නවා guys. එකත් එක්කම ප්‍රෙෂර් එක සම්පූර්ණ වොෂෙන්ම මේ වෙලාවේ ISSL ස්කොඩ් එක පැත්තට තමයි වැටිලා තියෙන. එකත් එක්කම long range එකේ ස්ප්‍රේ එකක් ගන්නවා මේ වෙලාවේ කනෙක්ට් වෙන්නේ Doom ගේ ස්ප්‍රේ එක. ඒකත් එක්කම අනිත් පැත්තෙන් අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් MAKPEN esports අත් කෙලිම battlefield එක start කරලා තියෙන්නේ. 4MExIPL battlefield එක start කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් මං හිතන්නේ කලින් කිව්වා වගේම ගොඩක් ඉඩකඩ ප්‍රමාණය අඩුයි. අපි දැක්ක මැප් එක බැලුමට මිරමාර් වලින් කොටසක්, රංගල් වලින් කොටසක්, ඒ වගේම ෂැන්හොක් වලින් කොටසක් විදිහට පොඩි මැප් එකක් තමයි අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ රොන්ඩෝ කියන්නේ. වගේම second chance එක ලැබෙද්දී ඉන්න ප්‍රමාණය වැඩි වෙනවා, players ලා ප්‍රමාණය වැඩි වෙනවා. හිතුවට වඩා මේ වෙලාවේ third party ඒ වගේම ඔබ නොදකින්න පැත්තකින් තමයි ඔබට අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම attack එක එන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද players ලා ප්‍රමාණය වැඩි වීමත් එක්ක recall option එකක් ලබා දීමත් එක්ක මෙන්න Soul Esports knockdown keep එකක් ගන්නවත් එක්කම 4MB Rapawa down කළා දාගන්නවා මේ පැත්තෙන් kill point එකක් විදියට. සහ මේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලිම SUPERX ලා ලස්සන්ට තවත් kill point එකක් secure කරගන්න බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. vehicle එක යනවා මේ පැත්තේ කෙලිම Victory X Esports එකේ star R තමයි මේ වෙලාවේ stun කරන ගමන් තමයි තියෙන. අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් හොඳ stunning performance එකක් අනිවාර්යෙන්ම star ගේ පැත්තෙන් ලබා දිය යුතුමයි. මොකද MAKPEN සම්පූර්ණ එකම area එකකට එකම කාණ්ඩයකට මේ වෙලාවේ move වෙලා ඉවරයි. high ground එක තමයි සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම MAKPEN Esports ලා මේ වෙලාවේ hold up කරගෙන ඉන්නේ. වෙන first block එක pick කරගන්නවා star R එකත් එක්කම කෙලිම front එක පැත්තට තමයි push කරගෙන යන්නේ. shots එක fire වෙනවා මේ පැත්තෙන් down කළා දාගන්නවා 1v2 situation එක. අනර්ගලස hold කළා MAKPEN Esports ලගේ players ලා තුන් දෙනාවම back to lobby කළා දාගන්නවා. 4 eliminations තමයි මේ පැත්තෙන් secure වෙන්නේ. ඒ වගේම Victory X ලා මේ පැත්තෙන් තාමත් survive වෙනිනවා. අතර වරේ Oscar මේ පැත්තෙන් slave down වෙනවා. ඒවත් එක්කම අනිත් පැත්තෙන් කෙලිම Drax මේ වෙලාවේ තවත් play කෙනෙක්ව down කරනවා. මං හිතන්නේ දැන් සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම kill feed එක වැඩිපුර අවදි වෙලා තියෙන. අපිට පේනවා දැන් සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම මං හිතන්නේ කෙලිම Red Bull එකක් පිව්වා වගේ හැමෝම දැන් kill points වලට හැමෝටම දැන් මේ වෙලාවේ opponents ලව මුහුණ සම්භාවිතාවය වැඩි මුණ ගැහෙන එකත් එක්ක අපිට පේනවා මේ පැත්තෙන් XMAN ලව back to lobby වෙලා යනවත් එක්කම teams 18කටයි තාමත් convert වෙලා තියෙන stage number 2 එක. ඒ වගේම තවත් විනාඩියක කාල සීමාවක විතර stage number 2 එක ලබා දීලා තියෙන. මම කලින් සඳහන් කළා වගේම මේ circle එක මේ ඒ වගේම මේ map එක තුල තියෙන තවත් සුවිශේෂී දෙයක් තමයි තාමත්ම ඉක්මනින් circle sync වෙනවා. තාමත්ම ඉක්මනින් මං හිතන්නේ අර safe කියන position එක නැත්තම් මේ තියෙන ඉඩකඩ ප්‍රමාණය අවම වීගෙන යනවා. ඒ විතරක් නෙමෙයි ගොඩක් තියෙන open areas. ඉතින් ඒ හින්දා අනිවාර්යෙන්ම circle එකේ හොඳ ස්ථානයක් වෙන් කරගන්න එක මං හිතනවා teams වලට වඩා වැදගත් තැනකට අනිවාර්යෙන්ම මේ ජයග්‍රහණය කිරීමේදී වඩා වැදගත් විදිහට මේ සාධකයේ බලපානවා කියලා එකත් කමෙන් කෙලිම 1-1 situation ඇතින UMP වගේම AKM shots එකක් තමයි බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. මේ AKM shots එකත් එක්කම කෙලිම low reach එක පැත්තෙන් ඉන්න Beauty and Gangsters ලගේ last man මේ වෙලාවේ confuse වෙලා යනවා. මේ පැත්තෙන් කාටද battlefield එක අරගෙන යන්නේ, කාටද මුලින්ම තමන්ගේ attack එක දෙන්නේ කියලා එකත් එක්කම Eternals මේ වෙලාවේ සාර්ථක විදිහට තවත් squad එක back to lobby කරලා දා ගන්නවා. එකත් එක්කම අපි යන්නේ සූදානම් වෙන්නේ ජේලෝගේ පැත්තට. මොකද ජේලෝගේ පැත්තේ දැන් හරියට සෙල්ලම් මේ වෙලාවේ පටන් අරගෙන තියෙන්නේ. අපි බලමු ජේලෝගේ පැත්තට ගිහිල්ලා මොන විදිහේ දේවල්ද බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. ජේලෝ, over to you.
So thank you very much. I think, I better climb the trees as well, Fury, because there's so many fights happening over here on the ground floor. I'm unable to, kind of focus on one fight per se. So EQZs will most possibly have the fight between TM7s over here. Let's see if it would be TM7s or would it be Team EQZs. As you can see, the 1v1 needs to be taken over here by Revo. Let's see if Revo would be able to deliver the 1v1, guys. So it is Yuri versus Revo, guys. I think Yuri moves on to a very safer location. Meanwhile, Revo trying to take out TM7s with a grenade, and the rest of these teams will need to, kind of back him up as well. We can see Storm having a really good position given that he is holding on to the upper grounds as well. A couple of more grenades being connected, and Yuri in his last HP as well. Let's see if he would be able to take down Yuri. My bad. Alright, so Tifu was able to take down Yuri, guys, with a beautiful grenade over here. So it's gonna be a 3-man power for TM7s at the moment. Revo does get a little bit of damage over here with the grenade that was almost connected to him by Fruity. Firuti, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Fruity or Firuti? I'm not quite certain. So meanwhile, guys, they were able to take down Yuri completely down. So it'll be Eddie, Ayu, Fruity to save the day or break the day. Righto, so we are still stagnant with 17 teams and 64 alive. We can see TLQs and ISSLs moving head to head on first, and EQZs over here, guys. Let's see if they are heading straight on to the lands of TM7s, and a beautiful spray over here by DJ Sal, but unfortunately it doesn't connected. So that's big about confidence, guys. Even though a team is right in front of you, you just stop your vehicle, to stop whatever you're doing and focus on getting that spray connected towards your opponent over here. So meanwhile, we can see, guys, Doom has been knocked out and completely eliminated. A beautiful spray over here by DJ Sal once again towards Mini. However, it doesn't connect towards him. Meanwhile, we can see Scout taking out Omega with a vehicle elimination. I think they're having a third party between TM7's situation that just happened between EQZs. So SUPERX ESPORTS over here, leading with 4 eliminations early on itself. And a beautiful spray over here, but does not connect Jimmy at all. And another spray over here by DJ Sal, and almost connected Jimmy over here, guys. One more bullet, and I'm certain that Jimmy would have been knocked out. Meanwhile, we can see VXs having the fight against VGs over here. Last 2 men standing for Team VExports, guys, Drax and Shams it is. Meanwhile, they will be having the fight amongst with MAKPENs, I believe. So MAKPENs needs to get into the zone as well. Mind you, guys, in Rondo, the minute you hit stage 4, stage 3, it's gonna be critically damaging for you. We can see Drax trying to revive his team over here. Meanwhile, we got 2 fallouts for MAKPENs, and with that we can see Team VG has been eliminated in the 16th position. So the Sham over here gets knocked out as well by MAKPENs. Let's see if they would be able to take down MAKPENs. And meanwhile, we can see Team SX eliminated in the 15th position. I'm not certain what exactly happened there, but however, meanwhile, VX Esports goes head to head first between amongst MAKPEN over here, guys. Let's see if they would be able to take down Team MAKPEN. And we can see Star has been eliminated, Drax has been eliminated, and MAKPEN's Rab over here in his last HP as well was able to take down Team VX's. Lucifer going ahead with TLQs, and meanwhile we can see Gordon's as well. FRS Rosa meanwhile being knocked out as well by Ladi, and Bolot taking out Mini, and Ayu taking out Mythic as well. Scout taking out Jimmy. There's so many fights happening right now. My eyes cannot really concentrate on one, like I said before, because mind you, we're still in stage 3 and teams are having fights literally every single corner of the map. So we're still stagnant with 14 teams. However, the remaining count lowers every second. MAKPEN's over here being eliminated completely by Eternal Esports. That was so uncalled for. So with that, guys, Eternal Esports leading with, my goodness, 13 eliminations. What a great start for Rondo, especially for Team Eternal Esports, leading with 13 eliminations. So let's see if they would be able to top up with the same rhythm and perhaps hit them up with chicken dinner. But let's see, guys, TM7s will be having the fight between Souls over here. Grenades to grenades. Let's see, none of the grenades unfortunately doesn't connect. Shelby takes out a beautiful grenade against Bullet, and we can see RU taking out a couple of damage. Meanwhile, Surdus Goat as well. So it's gonna be a 1v1 situation that has to be taken. Unfortunately, here comes Souls, rest of the members as well, guys. Let's see if TM7's RU would be able to give us a 1v4, or would it be a complete directional and down goes IU as well. So with that, guys, TM7 will be eliminated in the 12th position. So we're down to 11 teams and just 34 remaining. I think I'll pass on to Fury now. Fury has climbed all the way down to from the trees itself, and he's having a better POV with EQZs over here. Fury, over to you.
Thank you very much Yellow එකත් එක්කම අපි යනවා මේ පැත්තෙන් අපේ ඊළඟ battle field එක බලන්න මේ පැත්තෙන් Eternal Esports තමයි කෙලිම knockdowns කීපයක්ම catch කරගෙන තියෙන. We can see that 4ME now they're in serious trouble. You can see that Eternal, they're taking their fourth man, it means Drax, their IGL. So we can see that Rapper, Johnny and Dog need to do something special, need to survive because they are still in the playing as well as two. So we can see that couple of seconds they need to stay quietly because you can see that the Eternal Esports, they're searching, they're following 4ME and try to take the eliminations. Now we can see TLQ Esports already have a couple of losses as well as two. We can see that Panda moving to the front side and down goes the last man standing from the RC Esports. Panda gonna be the survival player for the TLQ Esports. If you saw that, he is already driving and already drag his vehicle to the front side and change his vehicle sheets and got some couple of S12K shots, and that's gonna be the end of the RC Esports. And also we can see another battlefield in here, and we can see that ISSLxNRC got 10 total eliminations. Sorry guys, Soul Esports got 10 total eliminations, and oh yeah, we can see that Soul are trying to take another one out of the circle. Damage is too much high, and with that they were trying to take 4ME. Sorry guys, 4ME last two players as the eliminations, but you can see still surviving and still maintaining their survival. And 4ME, they already enter the survival circle, and also we can see that the WEDHA PAPPA and his team still have triple players, and Oscar down with one eliminations, but we can see Starboy as well as two. He is also joined with Oscar. Now we can see that Ima and Asia need to save the day for the WP Esports. Now we can see, and again we can see TLQ Scout, he take Asia as well as two. So Ima gonna be the last man. We saw so many times Ima have to save WP, it means WEDHA PAPPA, and now again Ima gonna be the last man standing for the team. So let's see, can Ima able to survive at least top 3 teams? So let's see guys, TLQ Tabs taking another knockdowns with a long range spray, and down goes Doom as well as two. So we can see that ISSL now in a serious mood, because you can see that after taking Doom's knock, maybe Eternal will take the push, will take the rush into the battlefield, and ISSL maybe need to a little bit move backwards. And also we can see that 4ME get another battlefield, so Lucifer taken another one. We can see that Eternal in serious damage, and we can see Storm Eternal again take him down, and Lucifer gonna be the last hope, and he cannot able to survive because you know Eternal have their full manpower, they have 4 people. So Storm gonna be the storm for the ISSLxNRC, and down goes ISSL as well as 2. We can see TLQ and Eternal, they are the powerful people, they are the big boys in Rondo map now, because they have 4 people alive in the match. And look at TLQ, they have 16 finishes. It means that they are in the next level, they are in the top level. Got some couple of short fires. Now we can see Spare X. Now is that I think he's trying to change his seeds and try to take a couple of eliminations. But you know, Ima was ready for a battlefield, and he's already taken. We can see that Rapper moving to the front sides and got some couple of short fires run. We can see that Rapper unable to take the accuracy, and down goes Rapper for ME as well as 2. We can see that last man is standing for the team. It's gonna be Doc for ME, and the most chances for the chicken dinner, it's already converted to the Eternal Esports. And we can see that the final man, it's going to be 4MB Dog, and he's also down right there. And we can see that TAQ Scout, he has been taken out as well as to WEDHA PAPPA and his team. Still faith on with Ima, and still Ima able to survive. This is top 4 teams guys, and let's see what's going to be happen. May patin mang hitanne mama kalinut sandhan kale Ima top 3 වෙනකන් ඉන්න පුළුවන් වුණොත් එහෙම අනිවාර්යෙන් ලොකු සර්වයිවල් එකක් මේන්ටේන් කරගෙන ඉන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා. මෙන්න ෂොට් පාස් එකක් කරන රයිට් සයිඩ් කෝනර් එක පැත්තේ වගේම TLQ ලගේ පැත්තේ හොඳ අයිඩියා එකක් තියෙනවා මේ වෙලාවේ. වේද පප්පලගේ ලාස්ට් මෑන් ඉමාව මොන ඒරියා එකකද මොන රේන්ජ් එකකද ඉන්නේ කියලා එකත් එක්කම ඉටර්නල්ස් ලගේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලිම 23 ෆිනිෂර්ස් සිකියර් කරගෙන තියෙන සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම රොන්ඩෝ මැප් එකම ඩොමිනේට් කරලා ඉන්නේ. ඉතින් මේ චිකන් ඩිනර් එක හදිසියේ හෝ ඉටර්නල් ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ලගේ පැත්තට සිකියර් වුණොත් එහෙම නිවාරෙන්ම ලොකු විනාශයක් තමයි පොයින්ට්ස් ටේබල් එක තුල සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ. ඉතින් මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලිම TLQ වලට තමයි දැන් ISSL ස්කොඩ් එකේ තියෙන ඒ පොසිෂන් එකත් සිකියර් කරගන්න ISSL ස්කොඩ් එකේ පොසිෂන් එකත් බේර ගන්න සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් බලමු මොනවගේ දෙයක් කරගන්න පුළුවන් වේද කියලා. TLQ versus Citadel Battlefield එක තමයි මේ වෙලාවේ හයිප් වෙලා තියෙන Battlefield එක වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. මොකද අනිත් පැත්තෙන් ඉමා සහ අපි බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් ස්පේස් ලගේ ලාස්ට් මෑන් මේ වෙලාවේ පොඩ නිහඬව ඉන්නේ. දැන් මේ වෙලාවේ ලොකු අයියලගේ ෆයිට් එකට පොඩි මල්ලිලා මේ වෙලාවේ එන්න හොඳ නැති හින්දා ෂේප් එකේ ඉන්නවා මේ වෙලාවේ තමන්ගේ පොසිෂන් එක ආරක්ෂා කරගෙන බලමු ඊමාට මොන වගේ දෙයක් කරගන්න පුළුවන් වේවිද කියලා. ඉටර්නල්ස් මේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලිම පික් කරගන්න කෙලිම ස්කවුට් and මට හිතෙන විදිහට TLQ ලා මේ වෙලාවේ ස්ප්‍රෙඩ් වෙලා කරගන්නේ ටිකක් විතර ලොකු අවාසිදායක තත්වයක් තමන්ගේ ටීම් එකට නිර්මාණය කරගන්න. මොකද මේ වෙද්දී හොඳම ෆෝම් එකේ ඉන්න ප්ලේයර්ස් ලට තනිව මුහුණ දීම සුදුසු කාරණයක් නෙමෙයි කියන එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මේ වෙලාවේ බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. වෙන ටීම් වෙද පප්පා ඩවුන් and අවුට් වෙලා යනවා. ඊමා මේ වෙලාවේ තමන්ගේ රාජකාරිය උපරිමයෙන්ම කණ්ඩායම වෙනුවෙන් ඉෂ්ට කරලා තමයි ඊමා නොක් ඩවුන් වෙලා කෙලිම මේ පැත්තෙන් back to lobby වෙන්නේ. well played ඊමා and WP eSports ඒ වගේම මේ වෙලාවේ top 3 situation එක shots එක fire වෙනා මේ පැත්තෙන් TLQ ලගේ පැත්තට තමයි push එක start කරේ and TLQ මේ පැත්තෙන් space down කරද්දී අනිත් පැත්තෙන් TLQ last man කෙලිම Eternals ලගේ පැත්තේ shots ටික fire වෙනවා. so මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලිම අස්ලාන් පැන්ඩව down වීමත් එක්ක TLQ සානේ 200 වීම winner for Eternal eSports. They built eternal. They built an eternal points table after the rondo. Maybe this match gonna be the biggest number count for a team that taken a single match. So JLo, over to you.
I mean, what a perfect, phenomenal comeback over there by Team Eternal Esports. Tutu especially was definitely on fire out there, guys. Knocks after knocks, eliminations after eliminations, and the rotations were, my goodness, top tier level. Now let's move on to your next stat, where we will be analyzing individual team stats. So first up, we got Jerry with 5 eliminations, and then we got Aladdin with 4 eliminations, Tutu with 7 eliminations, and we got Storner with 9 eliminations. I mean, the entire team made sure that their eliminations would be above 3+, and that's a certain thing. Maybe they have had a conversation on it. So moving straight on to your match summary, we can see 105 eliminations, 104 knockouts, 11,179 total healings, 3 grenade eliminations, 55 assists, and 1 vehicle eliminations. The best match summary so far, but also let's not forget that recall was a possibility, so hence why the count has been increased. Now let's move on to your next stat. It's your head-to-head comparison between Team ESNV versus TLQs. 3,777 damage, 15 knocks, and 25 eliminations. That leads to a total of 35 points for Team Eternal. 2,977 damage, 14 knocks, and 16 eliminations. That leads to a total of 22 points for Team TLQ. So that is your #1 and #2's comparison. 35 versus 22. Let's move on to your next stat. Right, so your most valuable player, let's give it up for Eternal Esports, ESN, and VE Storner, with a total of 9 eliminations, 1,270 damage, 3 assists, and 8 knocks. That leads up to 304 healings as well. So let's give it up one more time for your MVP. For the map of Rondo, Stoner from Eternal Esports. Now let's move on to your next stat. Right, so top players, guys, let's give it up. #5 stands Tabs with 4 eliminations. #4 stands Jerry with 5 eliminations, and then we got Scout with 4 eliminations, Tutu with 7 eliminations, and Storner with 9 eliminations. So this is how your top players have been labeled out for match 3 for your 4MExIPL Season 2 Grand Finals. Now let's move on to your next stat. Right, so match rankings, guys. We got BXG, TMX4s, and TM7s with 0, XMAN VEs with 1 point each, GONDOR, and along with GGs with 2 points each, MAKPENs with 3, Rising Champions and SUPERX, and LFEQZs with 4 points each, WEDHA PAPPA with 6 points, and 4MEs with 7, Vanguard Esports with 8, SUPERX Esports with 9, VX Esports with 9, NAVE ISSLs with 9, hashtag 3 stands Sons of Lawns with 11 points, and hashtag 2 stands TLQ Esports with 22 points, and hashtag 1 stands Eternal Esports with 35 total points. So this is how your match rankings have been contributed, concluding match 3 for 4ME's IPL Season 2 Grand Finals Day 1. Now, obviously, for overall standings, I hereby call upon and summon Fury to the grounds.
Okay, you start the recall, and here we go, guys. And overall standings after 3 matches, it's gonna be a very interesting thing for everyone because everyone waited after the rondo. Everyone saw that Eternal Esports blasting whole of the rondo map. So yeah, we know that Rondo and we know that Eternals are waiting for the overall standings. And here we go, guys. Starting with the 20th position, and XMAN have 1 point, and BXZ got 2, XF got 5 total points, RC have 5, 6 for the BB Shields, and 8 for SK. It means SUPERX and TM7 got 10 total points. Spears got 12, Vanguard Official have 14, GONDOR have 14, even with the PAPPA have 15 with the 10th position, and also VictorX got 16 total points and they got the 9th positions. MAKPEN Drive got 18 total points with the 8th position. And all sports have 19 and they got the 7th position. And also we can see Drax with 4ME count 25 total points out of these 3 matches, and they got the 6th position. And the chicken dinner, guys, the previous chicken dinner Omnas Vermilion Esports got 26 total points out of 3 matches, and they are still in the 5th position. And EQZ, without chicken dinner, they were able to take the 4th positions with 31 total points. And look, TLQ also, without chicken dinner, they somehow hold their 3rd position with 38 total points after a super blast in the rondo match. Eternal Esports were able to secure the hashtag number 2 with a massive chicken dinner. That's a massive blow, guys. Really, believe me, that's a massive one. And 42 total points. With that, Eternal Esports got the hashtag number 2. But somehow, after falling down in the rondo, but still they have some saving points, and with that they still hold the crown, still got the hashtag number 1. You can see ISSLxNRC is still in the top of the mountain with 44 total points, and ISSL hold their position. And the game is still on because only 2 points going to be the gap between ISSL and Eternal Esports. And look at Eternal and TLQ have only 4 total points. Short gap between 2nd and the 3rd positions as well as 2. So this game still on because we know that after maybe these 2 matches, this overall standings maybe change upside down. So we can see that overall top player list given by Deep and VE production. So hashtag number 1, sorry guys, we are starting with hashtag number 5. Okay, we can see Eternal 22. Okay, am I right? 2-2 with 8 finishers, and he's got the hashtag number 5. Congratulations. And hashtag number 4, the Sri Lankan MVP guy, TLQ Scout, hold the 4th positions with 6 total finishers. And also we can see the miracle boy 4ME Dog hold the hashtag number 3 with 10 finishers representing Drax and his team. And also we can see hashtag number 2, it's gonna be another Eternal player. It's gonna be Stoner, am I right? Stoner, yeah, Stoner. And Stoner got 11 total points 11 finishes, 11 solo eliminations after triple matches. So he's got a beautiful average 3.67, and also we can see still somehow holding the crown. Cannot give anyone because Lucifer, because Demon is here, guys. VE ISSLX Lucifer still in hashtag number one with 15 finishes per match, 5 ratio he's carry out. And Lucifer means Lucifer, guys. You cannot reach him because he's a demon from hell. So okay, Lucifer in the hashtag number one in overall standing. So today's matches, we can see it. ISSL starting the tournament, start in the grand finale with the celebrity, and you can see that 22 total points, and also we can see that VE changing the game for their sides with 19 total points, and after a huge blast in the Rondo map, Eternal able to take 35. Can you believe, JLo? 35 means 25 eliminations. Totally dominate the Rondo. What do you think?
Mean, it was phenomenal. It was fantastic start for Eternal Esports, given that how they were able to sort of, they had a beautiful comeback over there, and I think we need to appreciate the comeback. Also, let's not forget the support that they've received in the live comments below as well. So that shows, with the support that you can give from the onlookers, that gives that morality boost for you to do better and perform better. So that's a perfect example to, a textbook example, rather say, a perfect comeback for a team who wasn't able to, sort of lead ahead in the initial two matches. But let's see if Eternal Esports are able to give the same comeback as we head on to the next match, which is gonna be Miramar. Or else would there be another team that is able to, sort of break the chain and be like, hey, that's not gonna be you, but this is our moment to shine, isn't it, Fury?
අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මං හිතන්නේ ඕනම වෙලාවක ජේලෝ කිව්වා වගේම චේන්ජ් වෙන්න පුළුවන් නේද ජේලෝ අපි දන්නේ මොන විදිහට මේ පොයින්ට්ස් ටේබල් එක අද දවස තුල මොකද මේ පළවෙනි දවස ජේලෝ මේ ආරම්භයේම තනිකර ක්ලේමෝ බෝම්බ් වලින් තමයි පටන් ගන්න අවසානයේ මට පේන්නේ මං හිතන්නේ රොකට් වලින් ඉවර වෙයි වගේ මොන දේවල් වෙයිද දන්නේ අපි අද දවසේ මේ විදිහ ආරම්භයක් නම් අපි දැකලා තියෙනවා නේද ගොඩක් වෙලාවට පළවෙනි දවස් පොඩි කාම් ස්ටාර්ට් එකක් තමයි ගන්න හැබැයි අද දවසේ සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම කණ්ඩායම් ප්‍රමාණය වැඩි වීම විතරක් නෙමෙයි විශේෂයෙන්ම අර ශ්‍රී ලංකා කණ්ඩායම් විතරක් නෙමෙයි 4MB IPL විශේෂයෙන්ම රිප්‍රසන්ට් කරන්නේ. ඉතින් මං හිතන්නේ අර සවුත් ඒෂියන් කන්ට්‍රීස් ගොඩක් ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් ඒකත් එක්ක මම හිතන්නේ හොඳ එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එකක් තියෙනවා. හොඳ අර මික්ස් වෙලා තියෙනවා මේ ලොබි එක. ඉතින් ඒක ලොකු එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එකක් නේද ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ටීම්ස් වලට. ඉතින් මේ වගේ තරඟ සංවිධානය කරන අපේ 4ME ට්‍රක්ස් ප්‍රමුඛ අපේ 4ME ක්ලෑන් එකට අනිවාර්යෙන් මේ වෙලාවේ ස්තුති කරනවා. ඒකත් එක්ක මේ වෙලාවේ අපි අනිවාර්යෙන්ම කියන්න ඕනේ අපේ කැන්සර් ඒජන්සි එක ගැන. ඉතින් ඒගොල්ලෝ මං හිතන්නේ හොඳට ටීම්ස් ටික මැනේජ් කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම මං හිතන්නේ අර මාස ගාණක් තිස්සේ ජේලෝ මේ තරගාවලිය ඇදගෙන ඇවිල්ලා මං හිතන්නේ අවසාන හිණිපෙත්තර වෙනකන් තාමත් ඒගොල්ලෝ සීරුවෙන් ඉන්නේ. මොන වැරදි වේවිද කොහෙද මෙතන අඩුපාඩුව තියෙන්නේ කියලා හැම වෙලාවෙකම බලාගෙන ඉන්නේ. ඒ වගේම කැන්සර් මතක් කරද්දී ඒ වගේම අපි කියනවා අපේ මීඩියා පාර්ට්නර් පිළිබඳව VE ප්‍රොඩක්ෂන් ඩීව් ප්‍රමුඛ VE ප්‍රොඩක්ෂන් ගැනත් අනිවාර්යෙන්ම අමතක කරන්න බෑ. ඉතින් ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ ඇසට ප්‍රියමනාප විදිහට හැමදාම අපි මේ දේවල් තමයි කියන්නේ. ඉතින් මොකද වීඩියෝ එකක් අපි දන්නා නේද ඩිජිටල් ස්ක්‍රීන් එකට ආවට පස්සේ පොඩ්ඩක් ප්‍රියමනාප වෙන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම නේද ජේලෝ? අපි අර ටීවී එකේ දකින්නටත් වඩා පොඩි වෙනසක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. නැත්තම් අර පොඩි තිරේ නැත්තම් අපි දන්නා ගොඩක් අය බලන්නේ ෆෝන් එක තුලේ. ඉතින් මේ පුංචි තිරේ දිහා බලාගෙන ඉන්නකොට ටීවී එකට වඩා වෙනසක් ඕනේ. ඉතින් ග්‍රැෆික්ස් පැත්තෙන් වීඩියෝලින් එඩිටින් පැත්තෙන් තැහෙන ඉදිරියෙන් ඉන්න ඕනේ. ඉතින් හැමදේම ලස්සනට කරලා ඩීව් ප්‍රමුඛ VE ප්‍රොඩක්ෂන් එක අද දවසේදී සමත් වෙලා තියෙනවා. හැම දෙනාගේම අර දැස සොරා ගන්න කියලා කිව්ව සඳහන් නේද ජේලෝ? ඕලක් නෑ කියලා හිතනවා. ඉතින් ඒකත් එක්ක අපේ ජේලෝ ඉන්නවා මේ පැත්තෙන්. ඉතින් එතරත් මෙතරත් යා කරන එහෙම කිව්වොත් හොඳයි කියලා හිතනවා. එතරත් මෙතරත් යා කරන්න නැත්නම් ජාතික ජාත්‍යන්තර තල දෙක යා කරලා ලස්සන්ට වැඩේ කටයුත්ත කරගෙන යන ජේලොත් ඉන්න අපිත් එක්ක එකතු වෙලා දවසේදී හෙට දවසේදී ගාන් ගේමින් අපි දෙදෙනාත් එක්ක එකතු වෙනවා. එතකොට තුන් දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා කාස් ඩෙස්ක් එකේ. ඉතින් තව දේවල් කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් පුදුම එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එකක් වේවි. ඉතින් මේ හැමදේම බලන්න නම් අනිවාර්යෙන්ම 4MB එක එකතු වෙලා ඉන්න ඕනේ. ඉතින් ඒ වෙලාවේ මතක් කරනවා අනිවාර්යෙන්ම ඩීව් ගේම ප්‍රයිවට් ලිමිටඩ් එකේ අපේ YouTube channel එක හරහා එකතු වෙලා ඉන්නේ. අනිවාර්යෙන් subscribe කරන්න අමතක කරන්න එපා නේද ජේලෝ මම හිතුවා ජේලෝගේ පැත්තෙන් කිව්වා නම් හරි අපි දන්නවනේ අර අපි දැක්ක මෑත කාලීනව නේද අවුරුදු 2-3කට කලින් මොකද අර share කරන්න follow කරන්න සෑහෙන ලොකු රැල්ලක් තිබ්බා ඒ වගේ අපි ගෙයිම ජේලෝට ආරාධනා කරමු ඩීව්ට පොඩි දවස් අපි ඩීව්ගේ YouTube channel එක subscribe කරන්න ජේලෝගේ පැත්තෙන් පොඩි support එකක්
Of course, definitely, but I'm not gonna do all the shaky tantrums over here. But yes, so back to what Fury said, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also show support out here because Dev is doing a fantastic job delivering you the best of the bestest quality when it comes to specific tournament specific paids as well. He was able to give up a fantastic, phenomenal job. So for that, our only task would be to support him by hitting that share button, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button more specifically. Righto, so we can see we'll be heading straight on to the map of Miramar. The plain pathway has been created all the way from Impala, cutting across La Cabrera and ending up in ruins. Now this is the first, this is actually the first time I've actually seen the plain pathway being trailed all the way to ruins. And as you can see, the first circle has been established in already, and I think a lot of teams will be kind of heavily occupied towards the southern side, most possibly around in Puerto Impala. We can see a couple of teams will be heading towards Hacienda, Pavio Grid, and none of the teams are heading towards La Cabrera, Torre, even water treatment. So that gives the teams the more opportunity sort of to kind of battle it out. And as you can see, so many teams are having the first battle out here, guys. A lot of teams are having so many fights early on itself. I think BBxAZ is just 2 members over here, so it's just the last man surviving at the moment. Let's take a closer view. As you can see, Eternal Esports are back on their track again, guys. I believe one of their members was able to secure the first elimination early on itself. Meanwhile, TM7s will be having the fight between ISSLs and BBxAZ will be the first team to be eliminated, with 2 eliminations being secured by Team Eternal Esports and ISSLs overlooking into team TM7s over here. Let's see, would it be team TM7 or would it be team ISSLs who will be able to walk away? And here you have it, guys. Doom taking out the first knock and the first confirmation against Eddie over here. Now obviously ISSLs have their nukes and the tricks of especially in this compound specifically, they've literally for years they've been loading around over here, so they know how to get around in this compartment. And with that, guys, Fruity has been knocked out, so last 2 men standing for team TM7. Yuri in a quarter of health as well was able to take down Lucifer, and Mini was able to take out Office as well, so last man standing for team TM7. Yuri being taken out, and unfortunately with that, guys, the second team to be eliminated on will be team TM7 in the 19th position. So ISSLs were able to lead the leaderboard at the moment with 4 eliminations so far. LFEQZs on the other hand are having a couple fights of their own, 4 eliminations so far. Team RC will be the third team to be eliminated early on. We can see Team WPs will be going ahead with XMANs over here, and XMANs Mars the Bob was able to get a perfect note. Unfortunately, the rest of the team members were able to take down Team XMAN, and with that, guys, Team with the PAPPA will be leading with 4 eliminations as well. As you can see, so many fights have already begun in the map of Miramar. In a map of Miramar, guys, something that I would ideally expect is all of the teams to kind of sort of play very safely, kind of aiming towards the placement points, but things are happening very differently today in 4ME's IPL Season 2's Grand Finals Day 1. As you can see, a lot of teams were going very aggressive from the start itself, from the get-go itself. I think they want to have the best start for the day 1 and then, kind of lead it very peacefully in day 2. So I think that would be plan for all of the teams that are actively participating today. So one more reminder, guys, before I hand it over to Fury, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe and show your support, because that is definitely needed for our dearest due. Now moving straight on to Fury. Fury isn't in a mountain, rather he's on top of some roof, I believe. Fury, over to you.
Right, thank you very much, JLo. එකත් එක්ක මේ වෙලාවේ battlefield එකේ තමයි ඉන්නේ. We can see SUPERX eSports trying to take another knockdown. You can see that yeah, he doesn't have a clear visual, he doesn't have a clear accuracy, and we can see with that advantage Doc were able to secure the first elimination. So අපිට බලාගන්න පුළුවන් මේ පැත්තෙන් guys කෙලිම 4ME Doc තමයි ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ පළවෙනි kill point එක secure කරලා දෙන්නේ. ඉතින් අපි දැක්ක MVP list එකෙත් මේ වෙලාවේ Doc ඉතින් third position එකේ ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් ඒකත් එක මම හිතන්නේ හොඳ වටිනා කියන සම්පතක් 4ME ලගේ පැත්තට. සහ අපි බලමු දවසේදී මොන වගේ දෙයක් කරගන්න පුළුවන් වේවිද කියලා. ඉතින් මේ පැත්තෙන් birthday boy ඉන්නවා. මම හිතන්නේ හොඳ උපන්දින තෑග්ගක් දෙන්න තමයි Eternals සූදානමින් ඉන්නේ. Fala 69 ගේ පැත්තට Eternal eSports කෙලින්ම ලොකු පුෂ් එකක් අරන් ඇවිල්ලා තිනවා. ඉතින් බලමු දවසේදී කෙලින්ම birthday gift එක මේ වෙලාවේ WEDHA PAPPAගේ team එකට නැත්නම් team WEDHA PAPPAගේ පැත්තට දෙන්න පුළුවන් වේවිද කියලා. super 1v3 situation එකක් මේ වෙලාවේ catch කරගෙන මෙන්න short pass එක දිගට මේක තෙම first knock එක pick කරගන්න. මේ පැත්තේ down වෙලා යනවා guys. එකත් එක්කම කෙලිම Eternal eSports ලා ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ කෙලිම third elimination එක මේ විදිහට down කළා දාගෙන ෆලාව secure කර ගන්නවා. එකත් එක්ක අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ වෙලාවේ ෆලා මැදේ first knock එක pick කරගත්ත. හැබැයි man power එක නැත්නම් support එක නැත්නම් එයාගේ පැත්තට කිසිම cover එකක් නොතිබීම තමයි මං හිතන්නේ මේ battle එකේ turning point එක විදිහට අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. කොහොම හරි මේ පැත්තෙන් Eternal eSports third elimination එකත් secure කර ගන්නවා. So we can see that the birthday boy already taken down by the Eternal eSports. So they secure third elimination as well as two. So they are moving on to the next target. I think that they are searching Ima, but you can see that Ima moving away from the threading area. So let's see what's gonna be happen, guys. We can see still Eternal eSports. They are not leaving. They are not try to move in away from this area because they know that still couple of players, still there is some players hold these compounds, and also we can see the distraction created by Eternal eSports in engaging situations with half an health. Down goes WEDHA PAPPA, second man as well as two. So we can see Oscar and Asia gonna be their last two hope, and team WEDHA PAPPA, maybe this is gonna be the time for a long trip because guys, you need to survive, you need to maintain your survival because this is the fourth match in day number 1. So if you are talking so be careful with the fourth match as well as two because you need to survive, you need to save some points for the second day as well as two. If you save some points for the second day, then you can start better. And up we can see Eternal eSports after taking the fourth elimination, so they are still hold their positions in those compounds. And also we can see that VEX eSports they are heading to the center of the circle. So අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ පැත්තෙන් අපේ ශාම් ලගේ squad එක ශාම් star shimi සහ මේ පැත්තෙන් Drax වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඉතින් කට්ටිය මේ වෙලාව අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් circle එක පැත්තට move වෙන ගමන් තමයි ඉන්නේ. වගේම මම හිතන්නේ vehicle වලත් මේ වෙලාවේ පොඩි අඩුපාඩු තියෙන හින්දා vehicle පොඩක් හොයාගෙන යන ගමන් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. අපිට විශේෂයෙන් බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ වෙද්දි මං හිතන්නේ ඒගොල්ලෝ අර මේ off angle නැත්නම් මාර්ගයෙන් එළියෙන් යන්නේ නැතුව මාර්ගය හා සමීපව තමයි අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. move වෙනවා. එකත් එක්ක මම හිතන්නේ circle එක sync වෙලා තියෙනවා සහ circle එකේ center position එක water treatment area එකෙන් තමයි බලා ගන්න අවකාශයක් ලැබෙන්නේ. මේ වන විටත් කෙලින්ම Tamanගේ අසුන් පනවාගෙන ඉවරයි 4MV eSports ඒ වගේම SUPERX ඒ වගේම මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලින්ම Vermilion eSports අත් ලහියේ තමන්ගේ position එක ලා කොබේරියා පැත්තෙන් circle එකේ center පැත්තට යන ගමන් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. එකත් එක්ක අපිට පේනවා දැන් ISSL squad එකත් ඉක්මනට circle එක පැත්තට move වෙනවා. ඉතින් මං හිතන්නේ circle එකේ මේ වෙද්දි Torre area එක පැත්තෙන් අපි Torre south Torre වල north side එක ගත්තොත් එහෙම තාමත් ලොකු ඉඩකඩක් තියෙනවා. මොකද ඒ area එක පැත්තෙන් අපි තාමත් team එකක් දැක්කේ නැහැ. ඉතින් මං හිතන්නේ දැන් මේ වෙලාවේ IGL එක ඇතේ තමයි වැඩේ තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් අපි බලමු in game raiders වලට හැකියාවක් තියෙද කියලා. මේ වගේ situation එකක් already කෙලිම forecast කරලා තමන්ගේ team එකම survive කරගෙන මේ හොඳ option එක achieve කරගන්න. ඒකට අපිට පේනවා මේ පැත්තේ කෙලිම බදලු coach එක නැගලා තමයි යන්නේ. අපිට පේනවා coach එක පදවගෙන යන්නේ මේ වෙලාවේ shimi. බලමු shimiට මේ දුම දාගෙන යන coach එක survive කරගෙන යන පුළුවන් අවකාශයක් ලැබෙවිද කියලා. මම හිතන්නේ තව bullets කිහිපයක් තමයි මේ vehicle එක blast කරන්න අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ. ඉතින් බලමු වාසනාවක් නොවුනොත් ඔවුන්ට අනිවාර්යෙන් වාසනාවන්ත විදිහට සර්කල් එක පැත්තට මූව් වෙන්න අවකාශයක් ලැබෙවි. ඒ වගේම විශේෂයෙන්ම අපිට බලාගන්න පුළුවන් ලොස් ලියොන්ස් හරහා තමයි ඒගොල්ලෝ කෙලින්ම සර්කල් එකට යන්න මේ වෙලාවේ පාර තීරණය කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ වගේම NRC ස්ක්වොඩ් එක අපිට ඉදිරියෙන් දර්ශනය වෙනවා. මෙන්න කෙලින්ම we can see fallen down another one, and during that we can see ISSL Lucifer already taking drop. Can we show it with you? I think yeah, Lucifer take the drop. මම හිතන්නේ ලූසිෆර් මේ පැත්තෙන් ඩ්‍රොප් එක අරගත්තා guys. ඒකත් එක්කම මට ඩ්‍රොප් එකේ අපි දැක්කේ නෑ මොන වගේ ගන්ස් තිබ්බේ කියලා එකත් එක්ක අපිට පේනවා. මේ පැත්තෙන් Soul Esports ඉන්නවා. Soul Esports සමයලා කිරීම first knock එක pick කර ගන්නවා. We can see Soul Esports take the first knock down against MAKPEN Ryu, and also we can see already take two of them. Oh my goodness, Sons of Lorn. Soul Esports, I think they better be careful because they only take one of the one of the MAKPEN player, but MAKPEN, they already took two of the players from Soul Esports, so the best advantage already changed to the side of MAKPEN Ryu. So we can see MAKPEN turn to the right side corner. Then maybe this is gonna be a huge turning point for the Soul Esports because one of their player already take the right side angle, off angle taking here. So we can see with the time almost taken and time already brought by the MAKPEN players after taking couple of knockdowns. So down goes again. We can see God also knocked right there. So this is gonna be the time. This is a perfect execution, and they need to take some close ranges as well as two. We can see MAKPEN Onko, okay, the private player of JLo. Onko already take a couple of knockdowns. So guys, we can see that with that they were able to secure two eliminations, and also we can see Soul Esports down to the last two players. We can see Mythic, and also we can see Mauk gonna be the last two players, and got some couple of short fires. Yeah, he's already take a couple of bullets, and we can see another knockdown taken by the MAKPEN Esports. So a couple of shots already taken with the red dot, but not going to be able to take him down. And we can see that 1v2 situations almost in front of his eyes. Got some M2 for 9 shots, but not enough to take them down. And yeah, we can see clearly MAKPEN already take the 4 eliminations against Soul Esports, so they already take the better start for the Miramar as well as two. So guys, you can see that after the battlefield we are down to the 15 teams, and still 56 total players survive in this stage number 2. But stage number 2, it's gonna be only 1 minute. After that we can see the circle. Let's see where it heading. I think it heading to the Torre side. So guys, let's see. කතික මේ පැත්ත කෙලිම අපිට 4MB Esports බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වුණා. ඒගොල්ලෝ මං හිතන්නේ kill points කීපයක් secure කරගෙන හොඳ තත්ත්වයක ඉන්නවා. ඒ වගේම හොඳ center circle එකේ secure කරගෙන ඉන්නවා. ඒ වගේම අපි දැක්ක ISSL squad එක දිතාමත්ම ඉක්මනින් circle එක පැත්තට move වෙනවා. So SUPERX Esports ඉන්නවා. මේ පැත්තෙන් අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් teams 15ම survive වෙන වෙලාවේ ගොඩක් teams වල players 4 දෙනාම survive කරගෙන ඉන්නවා. විශේෂයෙන්ම ISSLxNRC, Eternal Esports, TLQ, AQC, Vermilion මේ විදිහට ගත්තොත් එම අර මුල් පුරුක් හැම එකක්ම survive වෙන්න එක maintain කරන ගමන් තමයි තියෙන. එකත් එක්කම JLoගේ පැත්තට යන හිතනවා මේ වෙලාවේ. මොකද JLoගේ ආදරණීය player තමයි අපි දැක්කේ කෙලින්ම සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම opposite team එකේ බල බිඳිනවා. ඒකත් එක්කම අපි යනවා මේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලින්ම අපේ JLoගේ පැත්තට.
Right, so I'm not really sure what Fury was on about, but yeah, maybe. Now straight on towards Eternal Esports POV here, guys. Vigorously having 4 eliminations so far. Let's see if they would be able to keep up with the same momentum that was shown in the map of Rondo as we head on to Torre. I believe the zone will be closing towards the southern side of Torre. Most probably it's going to be like an open field of a battle. As we can see, Team X forces might possibly get into the layer of 4MEs and have the fight between 4MEs themselves. So let's see, guys, Team X forces versus Team 4MEs, and here it is, guys, a spray coming at Joker, and Joker in his last PS though unfortunately takes down Joker. So meanwhile, the last 3 members for Team X forces might need to avenge for their friend's death, or else it's gonna be a complete opposite for them. Right, so let's see, guys. I think most possibly from the water treatment area we can also see Team Spear. might have some tendency to go ahead into a fight between Team X forces, and meanwhile we can see a couple of shots being sprayed at Batman as well. So regardlessly, he's kind of trying to take a completely different location into safety. And I believe I think he just did over here, guys, and I think he would be able to give a beautiful cover for the rest of his team members as they head on to the same location that he is at currently. But meanwhile, guys, we can see SUPERX is moving straight on to the fight straight towards them, guys, and we can see Vanguard Esports might most probably have the fight against VXs, as we can see GG's coming right behind their tails as well. So let's see, guys, Vanguard Esports, or would it be Team VXs? Now, who do you think you could bet themselves on over here, guys? So also don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also show support for your teams that are actively participating out today. And let's see. So sorry, my bad. Right, so we can see a couple of more grenades being thrown over here. Vanguard Esports, couple of grenades. See if the grenade would be able to connect towards their oppositions. Unfortunately, does not connect at all, and we can see one of the oppositions moving into a completely different location right now, kind of testing if he should be able to get the knock over here. Let's see if he does. If so, well, that's gonna be the cue for a quick rush. Right, so we can see, guys, Team PAPPA will be moving forward as well. Most probably they will be taking the fight against GG's. Let's see, Team PAPPA versus Team Eternals. My bad, it was a Team Eternals. Alright, so Oscar trying to take the knock. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to. Instead, down goes Team PAPPA. And with that, guys, I think Eternals are coming to that same rhythm, that same momentum, leading with a total of eliminations so far for Team Eternal Esports. And here it is, guys, Vanguard Esports will be having the last solo man standing. Honey should be able to take a 1v4, else he would not be able to, and unfortunately down goes Honey as well. So Team Vanguard will be eliminated in the 14th position, and we're down to last 13 teams and 47 remain in TLQ Esports. We got ISSLs, we got EQZs. So TLQs versus EQZs is the next battle that we are about to witness over here, guys. Meanwhile, 4MEs takes a shot at Team GG's. MAKPEN take a knock against Team 4MEs, and there you have it, guys. Scout takes the knock against EQZs. The last two members standing for left EQZs will be Tfue and Omega. So let's see, guys, if Tfue and Omega would be able to give us a 2v3, or instead would it be a 3v2. So MAKPENs are going straight at Eternals over here, guys. MAKPEN, I mean, what the hell is happening? MAKPENs would go at one point, they were going against Eternals, and now they're going against GG's. They are completely on fire, I believe. So if you can see, MAKPEN's leading with 6 eliminations simultaneously, along with Eternal Esports as well. We can see Storner has been knocked out of a Storner, the previous MVP, securing 9 eliminations if I recall. So Jerry over here in his last HP moving completely towards a different location. I think Jerry should have had this opportunity to kind of use at least a bit of health to heal himself up. Unfortunately, the circumstances were such odd. So last two men standing for Team Eternal Esports, which is 6 eliminations. Let's see if they would be able to keep up with the same rapport that we witnessed previously, but I kind of doubt, with given that just 2 duo is remaining at the moment. Let's see if they would be able to give the same power that they had in the previous match, as we head on to stage 5 of the critically damaging zone in about 0 seconds left. Now let's move into Fury's POV. Fury, over to you.
Thank you very much, JLo, and we can see that VE Drax taking some couple of knockdowns as well as two, and they were able to secure that quickly. අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මිනි මේ පැත්තෙන් ලස්සන shots එක fire කර ගන්නත් එක්කම 4MB බලාපොරොත්තුව තමයි මේ පැත්තෙන් සමහර down and out වෙලා යන ඉතින් ඩොක් මේ පැත්තේ back to lobby වෙලා යන එකත් එක්කම scout අනිත් පැත්තෙන් ලස්සන shots එකක් fire කරලා SUPERX ලාගේ players ලා කීප දෙනෙක්ව knock down කර ගන්නවා එකත් එක්කම tabs MVP පැත්තේ හොඳ support එකක් දෙනවත් එක්කම Shelby down කර ගන්නවා මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලින්ම kill points එක දිගට ගලාගෙන එනවා අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් ඉතින් පැතර මේ වගේම EQC eSport එකම struggle වෙලා තියෙන මේ වෙලාවේ සෑහෙන EQC eSport ඉතින් බලමු Omega Storm මේ වෙලාවේ Revot එක්කම back to lobby වෙලා කෙලින්ම Tifuට තමයි මේ වෙලාවේ බර තනියම අරගෙන මේ වෙලාවේ ඉදිරියට අරගෙන යන සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙන එකත් එක්කම circle එකෙන් සෑහෙන ඉස්සරහට move වෙලා තියෙනවා මේ වෙලාවේ බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් එකත් එක්ක අපිට පේනවා දැන් කෙලින්ම TLQ ලා සූදානමින් ඉන්නේ මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලින්ම Tifu down කළා දාගෙන එකතම shots එක යනවා කෙලින්ම behind the scenes Tifu මේ පැත්තෙන් back වෙන ගමන් තමයි තියෙන්නේ එක දිගටම shot fires කාගෙන යනවා මේ වෙලාවේ බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් Tifu ඒකත් එක්කම කෙලින්ම TLQ මේ පැත්තේ front එක පැත්තට push කර ගන්නවා knock එක ගන්න මේ වෙලාවේ ඔන්න මෙන්න තියෙනවත් එක්කම tabs behind the scenes knock down කළා දාගන්නවා Tifu ගේ down වීමත් එක්කම EQC whole team එකම back to lobby වෙලා යනවා අතර වාර කෙලින්ම Shimi ගේ පැත්තෙන් ලස්සන knock ටිකක් අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් එකත් එක්කම එතන out of the circle damage එකත් එක්කම මේ වෙලාවේ Eternal eSports ගේ තවත් player කෙනෙක් knock down වෙනත් එක්කම open area එකේ GONDOR eSports මේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලිම Victory X ලගේ තවත් player කෙනෙක් knock down කර ගන්නවා ශාම්ලා ඉන්නේ සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම හෙලක නැත්නම් low advantage එකක් තියෙන නැත්නම් low reach එකක තමයි ඉන්නේ ඉතින් ඒකත් එක්ක මම හිතන්නේ මේ වෙලාවේ GONDOR eSports ඒ වගේම right side corner එක පැත්තෙන් SUPERX ලා සෑහින්න පීඩනයක් මේ වෙලාවේ එල්ල කරනවා Victory X eSports ගේ පැත්තට මිනි ස්ප්‍රේ එක අයිමත් සරක් කෙලිම GONDOR player එකෙක් අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් board එක දිගටම මේ පැත්තෙන් එක දිගටම ස්ප්‍රේ කරගෙන යනවා එකත් එක්කම left side corner එක පැත්තෙන් කෙලින්ම හිතුවේ මේ වෙලාවේ GONDOR bold සම්පූර්ණ squad එක down and out වුණා කියලා ඉතින් ලොකු advantage එකක් ගන්න තිබුණා ඒ මොහොතේදී නමුත් දැන් බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙලා තියෙනවා start හොඳ idea එකක් තියෙනවා last man ඉන්නේ කොහෙද කියලා ඒ වගේම GONDOR bolt එකක් තිබුණා එකත් අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් එකත් එක්කම Lucifer knock down කළා දා ගන්නවා 4MB Johnny දැන් කෙලින්ම battlefield එකේ intense situation එක start වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මොකද 23 players ලා තාමත් survive වෙනවා stage number 5 එකේ සහ සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම high ground එකත් එක්ක open area එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ මේ පැත්තෙන් අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් කෙලින්ම Victory X eSports back to lobby වෙලා යනවත් එක්කම top 10 teams තමයි ඉන්නේ top situation එකේ Slayer last man standing for GGBB the Shields and NRC ලා මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලින්ම low reach එක පැත්තෙන් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන ඉතින් බලමු කෙලින්ම මේ වෙලාවේ කෙලින්ම circle එක පැත්තේ ඉන්න වෙලාවකුත් නෑ Slayer අනිවාර්යෙන්ම front එකට යන්න සිත්තම වෙනවා එකත් එක්ක අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් vehicle කඩාගෙන front එක පැත්තට යනවත් එක්කම එතන ISSL squad එකට 3 eliminations ටිකක් දෝ කියලා හිතනවා මේ වෙලාව එකත් එක්ක මං හිතන්නේ 4MB rapper knock down කර ගන්න chance එකක් හම්බ වෙනවා but වැඩි වෙලාවක් survive වෙන්නේ නැහැ මේ වෙලාවේ මේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලින්ම warrior down වෙලා යනවා සමහර slayer down වෙලා යනවා එකත් එක්ක අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මං හිතන්නේ out of the circle damage එකත් එක්ක place ලා කීප දෙනෙක්වම down and out වීගෙන යන අතර වාරදී අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් SUPERX eSports මේ වෙලාවේ struggle වෙලා තියෙන last man standing for the team මේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලින්ම වෙඩි කාගෙන circle එක පැත්තට move වෙන ගමන් තමයි තියෙන්නේ MAKPEN eSports already take some couple of eliminations but behind the scenes TLQ Scout done the job the final man representing SUPERX eSports is have been eliminated by TLQ eSports so we can see that Storm again taken another one from side so he's got the biggest problem for ISSL eSports and also we can see that MAKPEN somehow secure the top positions in the left side corner so they have a superb advantage to take some eliminations to take a chicken dinner we can see that Scout he moving in an open area got some couple of sprays in the MAKPEN player okay player number 3 guys okay player number 3 we can see that Panda also taken by the MAKPEN and also Tabs MVP as well as 2 so they are moving in an open area MAKPEN all away always MAKPENs are trying to take some eliminations Lucifer gonna be the last man standing for the team down goes Lucifer Aslan gonna be the last one ever saw Lucifer in the Miramar map so we can see MAKPEN eSports on core already try to take the last man from the Eternal eSports Stoner in a daisy situations couple of eliminations secured by MAKPEN eSports this is gonna be their time 1 million eSports heading to the center of the circle but I don't think can they able to secure because you can see Scouty hold their position still and maybe VE eSports gonna be surprising with attack in here Scouty try to able connect 1 or 2 bullets but still we cannot see that Scouty hold their positions, and down goes Krish. But you can see that after damage in the circle, Scout already leaving the Miramar map as well as to. So MAKPEN Esports moving to the front side. VE Dima got the first knockdown, and we can see that grenade coming with the MAKPEN Rayus, and down goes VE Dima. It means that Vermilion Esports end their position with hashtag number 2. So the hashtag number 1, it's gonna be MAKPEN Esports. Okay, again we can see after Eternal Esports, MAKPEN, again we can see they are on the way for the points table. They are on the way for the top ranking. So JLo, over to you.
Alrighty, so we can see, guys, your winner chicken dinner for the fourth map of the day. Let's give it up for MAKPEN. Amazing gameplay, amazing comeback over here by Team MAKPEN. So let's move on to your individual stats now. Right, so we got Pen Yeti with 5 eliminations, Penan with 4 eliminations, and Rab with 0 eliminations, and we got Penrin with 4 eliminations. So sorry, my bad, guys. We got Yeti with 5 eliminations, Onkel with 4 eliminations, and Rab with 0 eliminations, and Rin with 4 eliminations. So that is how the winning team stats have been confirmed over here. So match summary, we have 65 eliminations, 72 knockouts, 10,234 total healings, 1 grenade eliminations, 35 versus, and 0 vehicle eliminations. So this will be a match summary so far for 4ME's IPL Grand Finals Day 1 Match 4. Moving straight on to your head-to-head comparison between hashtag 1 and hashtag 2. So we got 2,573 damage, 15 knocks, 13 eliminations. That leads up to a total of 23 points from Team MAKPEN. 1668 damage, 7 knocks, 8 eliminations, and that leads up to a total of 13 points for Team TLQ. So let's move on to your next stat. Right. Give it up for your most valuable player for the map of Miramar. MAKPEN Yeti with a total of 5 eliminations, 956 damage, 2 versus, 7 knocks, 193 healings. So he will be your most valuable player for the fourth map of the day of 4ME's IPL Grand Finals Day 1. Now let's take a quick look into the top players of match 4. Hashtag 5, we got Bullet with 4 eliminations, we got Rin with 4 eliminations, toppling it up with Asia 4 eliminations, and we got Scout one more time with 5 eliminations, and we got Yeti leading with 5 eliminations. So there you have it, guys, your top players so far for 4ME IPL's Grand Finals Match 4. Let's move on to your next stat. We got the match rankings. BXG, SUPERX, Rising Champions, XMAN, Sons, TM7's, Vanguards with 0 eliminations, VX along with X-Force, GG's with 2 points, 4MEs with 3 points, and SUPERX with 4 points, with the PAPPA with 5 along with EQZ's, GONDOR with 8 points, VE ISSPORTS with 8 points, Eternal Esports with 11, along with hashtag 3 stands ISSLs with 11 points as well, and hashtag 2 stands TLQ Esports 13 points, and hashtag 1 stands Team MAKPEN with leading with a total of 23 points. So there you have it, guys, your match rankings for 4ME IPL's Grand Finals Match 4. Now to deliver the overall standings, I hereby call upon Fury. Fury, over to you.
Right, thank you very much JLo. ඒකත් එක්කම අද දවසේදී match number 4 එක මේ විදිහට ඉවර වෙලා යනවා overall standings වල. අපි බලමු matches 4කින් අනතුරුව මොන වගේ වෙනසක්ද සිද්ධ වෙලා තින්නේ. තාමත් battlefield එක පොඩි පරතර තමයි අපිට බැලුමට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. හොඳ battlefield එකක් අද දවසේ බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා. හොඳ තරගකාරීත්වයක්. ඉතින් ඒක තමයි අනිවාර්යෙන්ම හැමෝම බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. ඉතින් ඒ තරගකාරීත්වය තවදුරටත් තීව්‍ර වෙලා දෙගුණ වේගෙන යන එක හැත්තටම බලන්න ලොකුම සතුටුදායක කාරණාවක්. So අපි යනවා මේ පැත්තෙන් overall standings world, starting with the 20th position, XMAN only 1. So we can say BXG got 2, RC got 5, 7 for the XF, and BB the Shields got 8, 10 for the TM7, SX got 12, Spears got 12, Vanguard officials got 14, and VictoryX got 18, 90. 19 total points for the Seoul Esports, and with the PAPPA and his team got 20, 22 for the GONDOR Esports, 28 for the 4ME Esports, Vermilion Esports got 34, 36 for the EQZ, and MAKPEN with that chicken dinner, they were able to top up for the fourth position. Yeah, fourth position, guys, and with that they were able to secure 41 total points. So congratulations, MAKPEN, you're on the game. So we can see that TLQ Sports with 51 total points, they still in the hashtag number 2. Someone sorry guys, hashtag number 3. And also the second position is going to be Eternal Esports with 53 total points, and the gap between second and third position, it's gonna be smaller than before, because you can see only 2 points gonna be the difference between second and third position. So we can see ISSLxNRC still holding hashtag number 1, and they secured 55 total points out of these 4 matches. But you can see Eternal still keep up, and they need only 2 points to climb the top of this ladder. It means that ISSLxNRC need to keep moving and need to stay focused on the Eternal Esports as well as too, and Eternal Esports need to focus ISSL NRC and also TLQ, because you can see that Eternal, they got 53 and they need just 2 points, and also if they fallen down too earlier, TLQ will be passing over Eternal Esports as well as too. So these 3 teams must be very, very careful with the last match of day number 1. So guys, we are moving to the overall top player list. So hashtag number 5, starting with Doom, 9 finishes. Doom hold his hashtag number 5. Congratulations, Doom. And also we can see hashtag number 4, it's gonna be the Miracle Boy Doc, and he's got 12 finishes. Yep, 12 finishes, guys. And also hashtag number 3, it's gonna be Eternal Stoner with 12 total finishes. And hashtag number 2, TLQ Scouty Boy got hashtag number 2 with 11 finishes. And also we can see still Lucifer able to hold his crown and got 16 finishes. Maybe Scout can give a challenge for Lucifer. Both of are representing Sri Lanka. That's gonna be honorable time for me. So guys, you know that the match, today's matches are going like this. ISSL got the first one, Vermilion Esports got the second, and also Eternal Esports, they are the storm for the points table. And after that, MAKPEN given their comeback for the points table. So we have a new dark horse, and also we can see that Erangel going to be the last match for day number 1. Who will save their who will save their day? Who will save the first day after 5 matches? JLo, what are your thoughts?
Matches have already been concluded, so we do have the final map left to be played now. My bet is ISSLs might be able to lead the way for now, tentatively, unless of course Eternal Esports topples up with them. So Eternal Esports were able to give a perfect comeback there. The first 2 matches they weren't able to perform as much as that they've performed in the recently played last 2 matches. So if they're able to keep up with the same rhythm, the same momentum, perhaps they would be able to kind of topple up against ISSLs and lead the leaderboard instead for today's day 1 grand finals of 4ME's IPL. Remember guys, with about 200-250 prize pool at stake, the teams might need to sort of play out very aggressively in order to secure their spot on day 1 itself, because day 2 is something that I believe the teams would kind of hold on to aggressively and rather move towards straight on the placement points, because playing safely is equivalent to kind of staying ahead of the game, isn't that right? So let's see if ISSLs would be able to keep up with the same rhythm and stay at hashtag 1, or else would Eternal Esports be able to rise above the chaos and secure the hashtag 1 position, or else plot twist guys, what if MAKPEN or TLQ pulls up ahead of all of the teams above. But I mean, there's like an odd possibility of that happening, obviously, Fury. So right now, it all depends on how the teams play out on the first day as we head on to the last map of the day, Erangel. So Erangel is the definite best map out there for the teams to score not only just placement but also for elimination points as well. Don't you think?
Yeah,
Fury?
sorry, Jello. Yeah, I'm I'm here. Can you ask again? Sorry.
Yeah, so I was saying, Erangel would be the best, the ideal map for the teams out there to score not just placement points per se, but also elimination points. Because scoring both of these factors is the main key to stay way ahead of the game. Isn't that right?
Definitely, Jello, because Erangel is all about the team support. Because you know that when the PUBG is starting, we have only one map. It's gonna be obviously Erangel, so everyone knows. Okay, everyone knows where they try to hold. Everyone knows where they need to hold. Everyone knows where the exact location they can survive. So lots of details, lots of information know about the map. So that's gonna be the very competitive side in Erangel. So you can't survive without your team support. You need your team support. So that's why I'm already told that Erangel is all about the team support. So if you have the team support, you can execute your plan before the game. So after the match, can't that conclude your your informations why you are falling down. But before the game you need to discuss with your IGL. So after that you need to execute your game plan. So you need a better plan, and also you need a better support with your team players as well as too. So with that, I think any team can able to secure good points in the angle. And let's see what's going to be happen. But you know that ISSLxNRC, and also on the other sides Eternal Esports, and also we know that TAQ also literally close into the second portion as well as two. Just they have only 2 points need to pass the Eternal Esports. So this is gonna be important match for these three teams. Okay, other teams also important, but you know that this match it's gonna be very important for these three teams, because they need to save the day. After the first day, everyone looking for some refreshments, everyone looking for some game plans. So before ending the day, I think it's gonna be yep before ending the day, I think that they need to ensure that they were in the top of the points table, so they can start in the second day with a clear mind.
Definitely Fury. So, with all of that being said, guys, I think before we head on to the last map of the day, the last match of the day, rather, let's give ample time for our soldiers who are deliberately actively participating out here today for 4ME's IPL Season 2 Grand Finals Day 1 a quick, short refreshment break to sort of gear themselves before they head on to the map of Erangel. All right, so I think they have taken enough time for the break. So we will be heading straight on to the map of Erangel. As you can see, we will be cutting across all the way from Zarki to Novo More. So let's see, guys. I think a couple of teams will be heading towards Jojopol, given the proximity location of the plane's pathway. And we can see a couple of teams might head towards Pochinki, Milta, Novor, and even military base. Most definitely, we can see a couple of teams that might head on towards Gatka as well. See who would be able to take the first knock, the first elimination early on itself. So, Fury, whom are you betting on for? Fury? Alright, never mind, guys. I think Fury might have gone to take the quick refreshment break. So the first circle has already been established in, and we can see it is a completely contradictory first circle, given that the circle is completely towards the southern side of the map. We can see ISSs will be moving towards Ferry Pier. Huge Pole seems to be heavily congested, with about 4 to 3 teams, and about in hospital we most possibly see 2 teams, and farm this time around seems to be kind of not that heavily occupied. Let's see, guys. We can see team VGs might most probably go ahead with a fight between S6, if I'm not mistaken. Is this also holding on to different locations? The split like they usually do. As you can see, once again, judge pool is heavily congested. We got team WP, we got team XMAN, and TLQ Panda over here takes out Maybe. So we got team TLQ as well. TLQ Panda confirming Mavis, and Tabs confirming Man over here. And look at that. Takes out his whole dagger out there. The Bedbox Man. So TLQ Esports confirming 2 eliminations early on itself. Yasnia fight is real over here, guys. The SUPERX's Esports last man shall be moving towards a completely different location, trying to avoid that dagger falling upon him as well. So mind you, guys, we are still in stage 1 and just 50 seconds left as we head on to stage 2 of the safe zone. So let's see if Fury is back yet. Fury, are you there? So Naaman seems like he isn't till he comes back from his personal refreshment break. It will be me gonna accompany and bother you with my entry. Right, so we got Rising Champions over here. I think one of their members is unfortunately knocked out. So let's see if either of the members would be able to kind of revive the team member in time. Else that'll be like losing 1 minus manpower for Team Rising Champions. Meanwhile, on the other hand, guys, we can see Milta is completely occupied over here. Team VGs versus GGs. The fight is about to happen. Let's take a closer view. As we can see, Rising Champions over here. The revive has already been taken out here as well. A grenade knock over here was Mizan again, guys. Mizan gets knocked out again. So we can see the fight is gonna be heavily equipped over here in school apartments. Let's see, guys. We can see Izan still being knocked out. I think Rising Champions would be able to revive him time that is if he is able to do it in time. So we can see GG's one of the members has been completely taken away, and the other member has also been taken away. So last 2 members standing for Team GG's. Let's see, guys. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Rising Champions, another knock and a confirmation here as well. So solo man standing would be Sir Rex himself. Let's see if Rex would be able to give a 1v4, or would it be the complete opposite. Right, so we can see SUPERX getting a couple of more shots as well, and his last HP as well, and the grenade connects, and with that, the first team to be eliminated would be Team RC themselves, and Eternal Esports comes right behind their tails, guys. VG more to taking out Slayer, so last man standing would be Athena. Let's see if they would be able to take out the last man for Team GG's, or would it be a 1v4 situation. And we can see SUPERX Esports last man standing has also been eliminated in the 19th position. So 2 teams have been taken out early on itself. Meanwhile, we got GG's solo man over here around in Milta. XMAN's versus Team WP, the fight has still not, established as of yet. But teams are taking to different location. I think WPs are taking to different location as well. Meanwhile, XMAN will be holding on to their position here. Now, mind you, need to go all the way towards the southern side of the map to sort of hold on to the positioning. Got TM7s over here, but regardless, we also got Team X forces that might most possibly get into the fight amongst TM7s. Let's see, guys, TM7 versus X Force. This is what you are about to witness. And meanwhile, we got Eternal Esports over here as well, who would be able to walk away from the chaos that we are about to witness in farm, in below farm. So with that, guys, Team GG will be eliminated in the 18th position, and we're down to last 17 teams with just 65 alive. Now mind you, TM7s with 3 men alive over here. Let's see, TM7s might have a 3-man power, but I mean 3 could be deadly as well. So Team X forces actually know where exactly TM7s are at. Comes a grenade, guys. Let's see if the grenade connects or not. And we can see Yuri taking out a Faris Rosen over here. X-Force is one of the members, has been completely eliminated as well. With that, TM7 would be able to secure 1 elimination point for them to stay ahead of the game. And about a minute and 7 seconds left, we will be closing into stage 2. And here comes Eternal Esports as well. Full of more grenades over here by Orpheus. Here comes Eternal Esports for the third party, guys. Would it be Team Eternal Esports? Would it be X-Force? Or would it be Team TM7? So we can see Jerry taking out XF Joker at the same time. And Fury is over here, guys. Welcome back, Fury, from your refreshment break. So we can see X-Forces being completely taken out over here by Eternal Esports. Keeping up with the same momentum, the same rhythm, they'll be heading towards TM7's layer. So for that, I will hereby summon Fury. Fury, over to you.
Thank you very much, JLo, and you can see a great start, strong start taken by the Eternal Esports, but now they are struggling right here against the third party, against the third team. That's going to be TM7. Obviously, they secured 2 eliminations, Eddie, and also we can see Yuri Orpheus going to be their triple player. So let's see what's going to be happen. We can see that stuck in a warehouse. Sorry, guys, in a barn house. That's going to be the biggest threat for their side. So, oh my goodness, Orpheus, did you believe that? What reflex from TM7 Orpheus, and down goes Eternal Esports. OMG, guys, this is not gonna be good for their sides, because I already mentioned earlier in here, because if you need to take a good start for the second day, you need to clear, you need to finish the first day without any bad feelings. So this is gonna be a big mistake to the side of Eternal Esports. So can you believe this, JLo? Eternal Esports, they are in the head of the points table now, but you can see that they are no more for the Erangel. So this is going to be the biggest opportunity for the ISSLxNRC and also TAQ. They can increase their gap between Eternal Esports and their team. So we can see another 2 specs given by Team Gamer Private Limited. VX Charm almost in the front side and take the first knockdown against Ball, and Ball down right there. We can see that Charm and also Shimmy moving to take the second one. Oh my goodness, that is unbelievable shots coming from the opposite team. So we can see that Shimmy is no more with, oh my goodness, Charm also down right there. This is gonna be intense situations. Can able to survive against the opposite team, and down goes the final man, but he did a serious damage after taking Sham and Shimmy. So Gondor not leaving the Erangel with noted, guys, you can see, because they secure 2 eliminations. So with that, with Sham and Shimmy, they were eliminated in the last map as well as 2. So we can see that Soul Esports trying to take Vermilion Esports. Now we can see both of the teams are trying to throw some grenade, and let's see what's going to be happen. This is going to be the second grenade. He is almost moving to the right side corner. That's gonna be a big yep, that's gonna be serious situations. Now we can see Vicky almost took out one of Soul player, but you know, with their manpower it's gonna be very crucial. And also we can see Dima and Krish gonna be the last two players, and we can see after taking some time, so Dima able to take the revival, so we can see triple players survive for the VE eSports. අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ පැත්තේ මම හිතන්නේ Vermilion eSports ගේ පැත්තේ ලොකු ප්‍රෙෂර් එකක් නිර්මාණය වුණා. Vicky එක වරම knockdowns කීපයක් catch කර ගැනීමත් එක්ක දැන් බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙලා තියෙනවා ඉක්මනටම මේ පැත්තෙන් survive එක build කර ගන්නවා මේ වෙලාවේ Vermilion eSports. ඒ වගේම අනිත් පැත්තෙන් කෙලින්ම Soul eSports අත් මේ වෙලාවේ survival එක build up කරගෙන තමයි ඉන්නේ. මදන grenade කීපයක් throw කරගෙන යනවා මේ වෙලාවේ තවත් knockdown එකක් ගන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන ටීමගේ පැත්තෙන් grenade එක throw කර ගන්නවා සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම knockdown එක බඩ පරිවර්තනය කර ගන්න ලොකු chance එකක් තියෙනවා. හැබැයි මං හිතන්නේ අවාසනාවන්ත විදිහට තමයි මේ වෙලාවේ බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. මෙන්න grenade එනවා මේ පැත්තෙන් ටීමගේ පැත්තෙන් ලස්සන push එකක් එනවා. මේ push එකත් එක්ක එහා පැත්තෙන් Krishගේ support එක සහ Nostraගේ support එකත් එක්ක full squad එක back to lobby කර ගන්න හැකියාවක් ලැබෙනවා Vermilion eSports අර. so VE ලා මේ පැත්තෙන් 7 finishes secure කර ගනිමින් already කෙලින්ම battlefield එකේ හොඳ තත්වයක් ගොඩනගලා තියෙනවා. අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් team අට triple eliminations, Nostrada දෙකක් සහ Krish එකක් විදියට total eliminations 7 අපිට මේ වෙලාවේ බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේම අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් and let's go for the Vanguard officials. so they're struggling for the first day. You can see that Vanguard officials yep, they are in the 12th position, so they need a better match. They need just one match to give their comeback. So let's see guys, can they give the comeback at the last moment, at the last match? Oh my goodness, XMAN got the first knockdown against the Vanguard officials. We can see that Pristo, yep, maybe two or three people's holding that 3 store. Yep, we can see clearly. So we can see that can able to take the revival quickly, and also we can see the split did the job, and we can see XMAN almost losing their third man. So we can see that last triple players surviving the game, and also we can see Vanguard officials, Vanguard Motu trying to crash them up, and we can see he's in low HP. He is in very low HP, and down goes Motu as well as to. So I don't know why he is so much trying to pressure them. Just you know that he knows that 2 or 3 people's holding this reach, but somehow more to trying to execute, more to trying to eliminate 1 or 2 people's inside the reach. So we can see that, and also Vanguard officials, they are down to the last 3 people, so they catch 4 eliminations. And also we can see that the center of the circle taken by LFEQC. මේ පැත්තෙන් අපි EQC ලා shape එකේ අනිත් පැත්තේ හැමෝටම හොඳට fight එක අල්ලගෙන ඉන්න දීලා shape එකේ ඇවිල්ලා කෙලින්ම circle එකේ center portion එකම අරගෙන තිනවා. ඉතින් center portion එක catch කර ගැනීමත් එක්ක ලොකු opportunity එකක් තියෙනවා මේ වෙලාවේ final chicken dinner එක secure කරලා හොඳ ප්‍රෙෂර් එකක් මේ පැත්තෙන් දෙන්න. ඉතින් බලමු මොකද කරගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ කියලා. guys එකත් එක්කම අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ පැත්තෙන් කෙලින්ම Vanguard officials මේ වෙලාවේ push එක start කරලා තියෙන්නේ. reach එක advantage එක තිබ්බේ කෙලින්ම වැඩි වෙලාවක් යන්න උනේ නැහැ. ඉතින් මේ වෙලාවේ open situation හින්දා sides දෙකේම crash කරලා kill points ටික secure කර ගන්නවා Vanguard officials. මේ with the 8 eliminations වල තමයි reach ඔයගේ පැත්තට තමයි එන සූදානම ඉන්නේ. මොකද Vanguard ලා මේ පැත්තෙන් ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ comeback match එක බවට last match එක පරිවර්තනය කර ගැනීමදී අපි යනවා කෙලින්ම මේ වෙලාවේ WEDHA PAPPAගේ team එකත් එක්ක ඉන්න ජේලෝගේ පැත්තට WEDHA PAPPAලා comeback එක දෙයිද නැද්ද කියලා බලන්න.
Right, so moving straight on to TLQ's POV over here. Let's see, TLQ Esports holding on to the higher grounds at the moment, towards rather the edge of the safe zone, kind of, trying to play it out really safe. Meanwhile, we got Team VX Esports that'll be holding on the mid of the zone rather. And now they've not mid, rather, kind of towards the opposite edge of the zone as well. So mind you, we are in stage 3 and we'll be hitting it off into stage 4 in about 27 seconds left as we close into the stage 4 of the zone. So we're down to 11 teams and just 36 remaining. Over here we can see VE is holding on to really good position. Meanwhile Jimmy falls on his own. Jimmy, better you better keep a critical eye on where your surrounding is at. So in about 5 seconds left for the zone to close in as well. We are still stagnant with 11 teams and 36 remaining. We can see VE Sports over here. Chris trying to give a cover to his team, to the opposition team rather. Now if you take a look at the leaderboard, guys, we got VG is leading with 8 points and VE is leading with 7 points and TLQ is with 6 points over here. See guys, who would be able to secure the final chicken dinner for day 1 of 4ME's IPL season 2. So ISSL's moving really closer into team VE over here, guys. Let's see, would it be VE's or would it be ISSL's who would be able to walk away from the chaos that is about to happen right now. So we're still stagnant with 11 teams and 36 remaining. ISSL's holding on to their beloved location, which would be Bridge. So you can see Doom trying to take on Mini into a completely different location. Meanwhile we got Lucifer who will be moving into a complete different location as well. TM7's holding perfectly onto the edges of the cliff that we are currently witnessing. So that enables them to kind of hold on to a really good position. Mind you guys, the damage isn't that surreal in the map of Erangel, as we are still stagnant with just 11 teams in about stage 4. So in a minute and a half seconds, guys, we'll be leading into stage 5 of the critically damaging zone, and now that's when the teams may need to get into safety. We can see Demo over here with the spray against Lucifer, and Lucifer in his last HP. Down goes Lucifer, guys. Beautiful spray over here by Dima. I've seen a couple of more sprays over here by Dima, and he was able to execute beautiful sprays so far. So with that, guys, the powerhouse, the momentum Lucifer was maintaining previously has been broken, and with that Lucifer goes down from Team ISSLs. So Jimmy meanwhile still holding on to the position of the Bridge. You can see Doom goes out because of the zone completely, zone damage over here, and a couple of spray against Mini. I assumed they would have gone in a different location, but feels like they wanted to take the risk rather. So we can see Aslan over here taking out Fala, and Tabs over here taking out Oscar as well. TLQs will be targeting WP at the moment. Meanwhile, a revive happening over here as well. Unfortunately, Fala has been taken out early on itself. So here comes with the PAPPA. Let's see, guys, with team with the PAPPA. Ima being able to take down Scout, or would it be Scout who's able to take down Ima? And beautiful shots over here by Ima, guys. 1v2 of a situation. 1v2 that was being played out by Ima, the powerhouse for team with the PAPPA. Beautiful spray over there, beautiful gameplay, and with that, guys, they were able to secure 3 eliminations so far. So last man standing for TLQ Esports will be TLQ Panda himself, moving into a completely different location, trying to kind of keep a safe gameplay. Meanwhile, more shots being shot at TLQ Esports last man Panda, however, runs safely into a very safer location, holding on to the sniper tab over here. So that enables him to kind of stay in a very secluded location. And meanwhile, we can see Panda holding on to his beloved, the new vehicle skin obviously has its perks as well. You can actually hide beneath the vehicle, so that enables the oppositions to not see you. And VE is over here leading with 9 eliminations, guys. The leaderboard is being led over here by VEs, and we also got VGs, we also got TLQs as well. So TM7s over here, guys, just 3 manpower one more time. See, I think they're moving into a completely different location now. ISSLs as well. So however, 4 teams have had the opportunity, the advantage of holding on to the mid of the zone. So it's going to be a completely open battle of a field. We can see VGs will most probably get into the fight against EQZs. So I think Fury has a bit of POV when it comes to the EQZs who are holding on to the upper grounds. Fury, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, JLo. And we are almost watching Pincard officials. Yeah, they are down to the last three peoples, but somehow able to secure 8 eliminations. So they thought that I think that they can maybe they can give their comeback with the final match in the day one. So let's see what's gonna be happen. We can see EQZ also holding this potato hill with their 4 players. So this is gonna be very strengthful because they have the manpower and also they are trying to take their as their first target in the hill. And we can see that the target is going to be Vanguard official, so throwing some smokes to the front side, and we can see that Omega moving through the smokes and throwing some grenade because they need to pick the first knock down, and we can see that they almost damaging, and we can see that we can see that the EQZs are trying to eliminate Vanguard official soon. So these got to be throw on the battlefield, so this is gonna be make him down, just take him down, and that's gonna be the turning points. That's gonna be the that's gonna be the right there. So we can see that Vanguard official down to the last man, and down goes Vanguard official as well as two. So they already have a triple elimination. So Vanguard officials out of this match. We can see that after taking 8 eliminations, they were in super positions, but after the attack, after this happening, they were already eliminated from the last match as well as two. So VE Esports, we can see they secured 9 eliminations, and look at the circle. We can see ISSLNRC, they take in the center of the circle. Mini still holding these couple of shackles, and also we can see that Omega and his team already pushing through the WEDHA PAPPA and his team, and down goes WEDHA PAPPA as well as two. We can see Ima already put down by Revo, and that's gonna be the end of WP Esports. So we can see SUPERX also eliminated right now, and top 17. This is gonna be tough situation for the VictoryX as well as to TM7 or already කෙලිම throwing මේ everything බලාගන්න පුළුවන් කෙලිම VX ලගේ පැත්තට throw කළා දාගන්නවා grenade keyback මේකත් එක්කම අපිට බලාගන්න පුළුවන් කෙලිම මේ වෙලාවේ last man with the drags තමයි surviving in අනිත් පැත්තෙන් TM7 ලා එක දිගට push එක start කරගෙන යනවා මෙන්න grenade keyback එනවා මං හිතන්නේ අවසානයේ වෙන්න පුළුවන් ගොඩක් දුරට ඒකත් එක්කම AD මේ පැත්තෙන් ලස්සන shots එකක් fire කළා VictoryX ලව back to lobby කළා දාගන්නවා, and also we can see that VE Esports from behind, they were trying to take these eliminations. So with 7 eliminations, still EQZ hold their 4 people. So let's see what's gonna be happen. Now we can see that the TM7 versus EQC battlefield gonna be starting soon, and also we can see that ISSLxNRC somehow they notified that EQC already we can see that TQ Panda also eliminated by MAKPEN Esports. So we can see that TM7 still hold their positions with 7 eliminations, moving to the low ridge, and down goes TM7 AD as well as 2. So we can see that ISSL going to be the last man. ISSL have the last man. It's going to be Jimmy, and now we can see throwing some grenade, and also Omega put down by TM7 and ISSL both together, and also we can see Difu also sacrifice himself into the low reach, and down goes Storm, and sorry guys, down goes Tifu as well as 2. I think Storm gonna be the last man standing for the team. So lots of throw balls have been thrown by MAKPEN. Look at that movement, look at the vision. OMG guys, so many throw balls, and this is the perfect one situations, but Storm still think that someone already in the low reach, but MAKPEN have the full strength. MAKPEN have their 4 people. So Storm, you need to be lucky that you have that kind of information, but you doesn't have that kind of information. So down goes the Storm. So EQZ, they try hardly to take the final chicken dinner, but MAKPEN hold their 4 people with the compound, so they got superb capacity to take the chicken dinner. So JLo, over to you. I think that will be better that you will give us the number count.
Alright, so guys, a double chicken dinner over here by Team MAKPEN. MAKPEN. What a glorious, what a wonderful day for them ahead for the start itself. So moving straight on to your winning team stats individual wise, we got Yeti with 1 elimination, Onkel with 4 eliminations, and Rap with 1 elimination, along with Pendrin with 1 eliminations. So this is your winning team stats individual wise for Team MAKPEN. Let's move on to your next stat. It's a match summary, guys, for the grand finals match 5. We got 70 eliminations, 70 knockouts, 8,578 total healings, 8 grenade eliminations, 49 assists, and 2 vehicle eliminations. Let's move on to your next stat. Right, so head-to-head comparison between hashtag 1 and hashtag 2, 957 damage, 4 knocks, 7 grenade eliminations. That leads up to a total of 17 points for Team MAKPEN, 1567 damage, 5 knocks, 10 eliminations. That leads up to a total of 16 total points for Team EQZ. So just a matter of 1 point of a difference between hashtag 1 and hashtag 2. Let's move on to your next stat. Alright, so let's give it up for your most valuable player for VE's E2S TM7. 7 eliminations, 985 damage, 1 assist, 4 knocks, 127 healings. Let's give it up for VE TM7's Yuri for securing the MVP title for the last map of the day. Now top players, guys: Dima 4 eliminations, Onkel 4 eliminations, Mew with 2 eliminations, and Tabs with 5 eliminations, and Yuri with 7 eliminations. So these are your top players for the grand finals match 5. Now let's move on to your next stat. Right, guys, so match rankings. BXG, SUPERX, and 4ME X4s along with GG 0 points. Rising Champions XMAN with 1 point. GONDOR, SUPERX Esports with 2 points. Eternal Esports and WEDHA PAPPA with 3 points. Sons of Loans and ISSLxNRC with 4 points. VX Esports with 5 points and Vanguard Esports with 8 points. TLQ Esports with 11 and VE Sports leading with 11 points. Hashtag 3 stands TM7 with 14 points, and hashtag 2 stands EQZs with 16 points, and hashtag 1 stands Team MAKPEN with 17 points. Now if you take a closer look, guys, the points, it's a matter of a couple of points difference only, unlike the previous matches. So this will be your match rankings for match 5 concluding. Now let's move on to your overall rankings, but before that I hereby summon Fury once again.
All right, I think can move for the overall standings just right now, and yep, we have the overall standings. So thank you Devi katikama අපි යන්න සූදානම් වෙන්නේ මේ පැත්තෙන් අපේ overall standings වලට. ඉතින් අද දවස අවසාන වෙනවා මෙන්න මේ විදිහට matches පහකින් අනතුරුව. මම හිතන්නේ දැන් points table එකේ ලොකු වෙනසක අපිට ලොකු වෙනසක් බලන්න පුළුවන් හිතනවා. Overall standings. So let's go, guys. Overall standings starting with the 20th positions. BXG 2 points, and XMAN's got 2 points, and RC got 6 total points, and also we can see 7 total points for the XF, 8 total points for the BB. Spears got 12, 14 for the SX, and Vanguard officials got 22, and Soul Esports got 23, Victory X Esports got 23, 23 for the WEDHA PAPPAs, and 24 for the GONDORs. TM7 got 24, and also we can see that 4MB got 28, VE 1 million esports got 45, EQC got 52, and 56 for the Eternal Esports. They already drag out for the 4th position, guys. Eternals, I think they need to give the comeback at the second day. So after taking double chicken dinners, back-to-back chicken dinners, MAKPEN able to take the hashtag number 3. Congratulations, MAKPEN Esports. They finally finally they were able to hold their hashtag number 3, and they already got 58 total points after taking 2 chicken dinners. So ISSLxNRC in the first time, I can see that after 4 matches, still ISSL on the top of the points table. But now we can see that after the 5th match, ISSL they already in the second positions with 59 total points. And hashtag number 1, it's gonna be TLQ Esport with 62 total points. The best thing, because they haven't secured any chicken dinners for day number 1. So what do you think, JLo? TLQ didn't secure any of chicken dinner, but they will able to take the hashtag number 1 after 5 matches after day number 1. 42 total finishers secured by TLQ Esports and 20 placement points. So that's gonna be very very interesting, because after 5 battles, now we can see TLQ there got the last laugh. So we are moving to the overall standings after we are moving to the MVP list. Overall top players, starting with hashtag number 5, TLQ Panda got hashtag number 5 with 11 finishers, and also hashtag number 4, it's gonna be Stoner representing Eternal Esports with 12 finishers, and also hashtag number 3, Tabs MVP representing TLQ, guys. Triple TLQ superstars in MVP list. The second one is MVP Tabs, got 11 finishers, and also hashtag number 2, the MVP boy Scouty got 12 finishers and hashtag number 2, but still holding his position. No, never change, never stop. It's gonna be ISSL Lucifer after day 1, hold his crown, the most valuable player after 5 matches. It's Lucifer, guys, with 60 finishers. Lucifer gonna be the hashtag number 1. So after 5 matches, these are our most valuable players. So this is our today's matches, guys. 22 for the ISSLxNRC, 90 for Vermilion Esports, 35 for the Eternal Esports, 23 for the MAKPEN, and 17 for again MAKPEN. So back-to-back chicken dinners for MAKPEN Esports. They give in a superb comeback for the first day for the 4MB IPL season 2. So game is still on, and hello. I think I would love to hand over the last part for you, because every time I take 5 minutes or 6 minutes for the last part, but I thought that you can able to finish quickly. So I hand over to you, do the last thing.
Right, Fury, thank you very much for handing over that microphone to me. Right, so guys, we definitely saw 3 main specific teams who were able to rise above the chaos and secure, the placements. Meanwhile, securing the chicken dinners. Let's not forget ISSL NRC, VE's Eternal Esports, as well as MAKPEN's double chicken dinner rival over there. Now, before that, guys, so we saw TLQs were placed at the very top at the moment. Not mind you, just like as Fury said, without even securing a single chicken dinner, they played it out with a very effort-filled, heated battle of actions that we witnessed throughout the matches. To be honest, they were like silent killers. They were not at the top in the very beginning, but at the end, it's like boom, we are ahead of everyone else. Now, those are the type of silent killers that you need to be very vigilantly careful of, because you don't know when they're going to flip the table on you. And that was definitely seen today with TLQ. Without even securing any chicken dinners, they showed that consistency is what is required there. So with that being said, guys, I'm not going to keep you long enough. Just like Fury said, let's see if the same teams would be able to keep up with the same momentum, the same rhythm, as we head on to today, not tomorrow, rather tonight, as we head on to 4ME's IPL Season 2 Grand Finals Day 2. The conclusion matches will be held tonight, sharp at the same time we usually have. So it was definitely an honor with you, the entire audience casting for along with Fury beside me. And let's not forget to give a shout out for Cancer as well as VE Productions Do, and also for those onlookers and the teams that are actively participating today. We would love to see the same action, the same thrill, the same heat being brought upon tonight as well. So signing off temporarily is your girl JLo and Fury, and for tomorrow that's gonna be a surprise enthralled in as well. Do you have any last words you'd like to share with us? That's perfectly fine. I think Fury might have fallen asleep. I think he's kind of preparing himself for the next upcoming final day too. So yep, with that, guys, would love to give byes and good nights. Have a blessed day.